Hello everybody, I'm Manakyn. Welcome to the stream. Kioma says hello. Snap says yellow. Az says marshmallow. I appreciate that. How you guys doing? Yeah, hey Az, welcome. You just got home from class and you feel like sleeping? That's me every single day. So, yeah, you know what? That means you learned something. That means you used your brain, so you deserve a nice nap. Look at this Jamba Juice cup here. Now they've used paper cups. I remember back in the day when they used foam cups. I was like, dang, those are fancy cups. Now they just use paper cups, so. Am I mixing Jamba Juice with coffee? Yes, I am. You were in geometry class and you remember? Ah, good times, man. Going to school. I'm gonna be honest. I remember when coffee infused juice or juice infused coffee. Neither, because this is the peanut butter banana smoothie, so it's kind of not really juice. It's more like nut juice. I feel like that doesn't work, so I'm gonna take that back. Anyway, what were we talking about? We were talking about classes. You know, I remember when I was growing up, I always heard my dad say, "Oh, you don't know how lucky you are to still be in school. I wish I could still be in school." And I was like, "No, Dad, you're such an idiot. I don't want to be in school." And now that I'm out of school and attempting to not be a poor, I realized my dad was right. I wish I miss school. Oh man. Math questions were pretty easy, like middle school level, and it reminded you of the days where you were good at math and you thought about the things you were saying which actually happened. Yeah, good times, man. Reminds you how you messed up your history assignment. Oh no. Please either fix the history assignment or don't worry. I'm sure it's fine. You probably learned from it. Yeah, sorry I was a little bit late. I was busy recording stuff for Genshin Impact for stuff and voiceover things. But yeah, did you hear? 100-line Last Defense Academy has won the award for excellence in the Japanese game, or in the Japan Game Awards. So, clap, 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 clap. Yeah, so they won the award of excellence. I think that's like the biggest award. Yeah, they have a lot of like comments. Let's actually read some of these, okay? Comment from Kazutaka Kodaka. 100-line Last Defense Academy is 2Kill Games' first in-house IP. It was a, let's be real, it's just Fire Emblem Danganronpa. It was a huge gamble, with production funds pooled with publisher Amniplex and even a large debt. To ensure it wouldn't get lost among other major titles, we wanted it to have unique characters, and created a game with an unprecedented storyline featuring 100 endings. In some ways, it's a unique game that deviates greatly from the production process of other games, but I'm truly happy it has received the prestigious Japan Games Award Excellence Award. And tears. After I'm done with Last Defense Academy, I recommend watching out of context moments. Well, all I know is love and peace! Comment from Ushikoshi Kotaro. We are extremely honored to to have been selected for Japan Game Awards Excellence Award. First of all, I'd like to express my sincerest gratitude to all the fans who have supported this game. We would also like to express our gratitude to Amniplex. To all the staff involved, without even one of us, we would have never been able to... These are such Japanese responses. We just like to say that our hard work paid off, even though we took a big risk, and we're so thankful for everyone who helped us and everyone who supported. This is the most Japanese thank you I've ever heard in my life. We weren't sure if it would work, but we are so glad that we got the opportunity to do this or whatever. Like, if you guys have ever heard, if you guys ever watch like Japanese people like make like a thank you for winning like a tournament, like an athlete or something like that, they always thank their opponent first. They're like, oh, we thank you so much. Without you, we couldn't have, had such an incredible match. Anyway, they're making it super formal. These are such Japanese. I wonder what they actually said in Japanese, but yeah. They're even formal to their enemies. Beer, have a good dinner. That sounded like a backhanded compliment. It's supposed to be an actual compliment. I just made it sound like a backhanded compliment. Anyway, speaking of Last Defense Academy, let's play some Last Defense Academy. Oh crap. Is this going to work? Yes, it will. Amniplex. Now you want a math route? I need sound. There is no sound. Sound does not exist. Where is the sound? There it is. Where all the students... Wait, now you want a math route where all the students become geniuses to try to figure out a way to defeat the invaders. That would have been a comedy route if everyone was just a smart ass. Well, see, the problem is, if they were all smart, they just end up only using Tsubasa. Last Def at... Okay. Okay. Anyway, last time, love and peace. Where were we? So, last time, I'll go all the way to the previous, the previous choice was a long time ago. Okay. Last time, we allowed, well, last time, we told Nozomi's secret. Well, we didn't tell Nozomi's secret to everyone, and she told it herself. And then we went to the beach, and then Kiyoshika was very cute because she was very excited to be at the beach. And then Kurara and Nozomi beat each other up, and now they're friends. And then all the guys had a slumber party, and we talked about our crushes. And Gaku likes Kurara because money. And yeah. This is like the most shonen route ever. Anyway. Do I believe Eito's faking it, or do you believe he's legitimately cured? If you want my honest opinion, I don't think it makes a difference. I honestly couldn't care less. Oh, right, now we're having a fireworks show. And then we were chatting with Eito, and then Nozomi said, hey, you want to talk with me privately? So we're going to skip right there. Can't wait for the power of friendship. Hell yeah, it's all shonen, baby. The time Eito became a magical girl. Let me think. What would the light novel name for this route be? My arch nemesis got brainwashed and turned into my best friend. that is the light novel name for this.
Wow, so cool.
I will say, we've already seen most of this, but I will say I love Tsubasa and Facebook and the left-hand corner right there. Just chilling. I also like Kako's kind of like impressed yet derpy face. So cool. My arch nemesis became brainwashed. My arch nemesis got brainwashed and became my best friend, and now he's making us do shonen manga. Yeah, that's a pretty good title, honestly. Anyway, look at
sparklers. Let's see who's a last longer.
look at Kurara. Look at how adorable she is.
If I hold one.
Anyway, we got and then we got little badges, or Facebook created little badges for us. We laughed and laughed. I regressed 100 days into the past to save my arch nemesis, who was secretly my best friend. Oh god. Yeah. Oh wow, amazing. Okay, there we go. Hey. Sorry to interrupt. Do you have a moment? What's the matter, Nozomi?
I was hoping we could talk alone.
Alone. You and me. Yeah, no problem. Howdy. Howdy, Howie. Thanks. I'll be over there. With that, Nozomi walked over at the far edge of the schoolyard. We should stand her up for a Hiruko, because we did the exact opposite in the serial killer timeline. Excuse me for a second. Hey, Cobster. And Nozomi's getting in the way of Yaoi. Don't ever let a girl see you as anything less than a confident friend. Anything less than confident friend. Okay, see, depending on whether you put that comma there, the meaning of that sentence does change. Mind your business. Eito teasingly waved me away. Dang it! I missed my shot to tell Takumi that I love him. It's okay. I'll just wait until next time.
Sorry for dragging you away from your conversation.
No, it's no problem at all.
How's it going, AV?
The fireworks are so beautiful.
Okay, wait, Takumi, you gotta go with the classic line. There are other things that are beautiful too. Yes. Come on, Takumi.
Yeah. I think so too.
No, you are blowing it. You are blowing it. How's it going, Dark Platinum? How's it going, Panini? Looks like we found the route where the love interest is actually the love interest. We will see.
Sirei gave out sparklers. Did you get one?
No, I was talking to Eito.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this hurts. Ah. The failed attempt at small talk just before you try to tell someone that you like. Ah, this hurts. This is like play by play my very first, like, confession ever, okay? So this is, oh god, I'm suffering so bad. You're doing it. I was so nervous that I ended up sounding like a complete loser. This is why Nozomi has to do all the work. See, here's the problem. Takumi has Riz in every route that doesn't have to do with Nozomi. Like, the way he gets Tsubasa to get in the blanket with her, it's like, that's some freaking Riz. And then when Nozomi shows up, she's all like, so how are you? I'm fine. Thanks. Oh, I have to do something. At times like this, it's important to take the lead.
What was it you wanted to talk about?
Okay, that's not taking the lead. That's literally passing the responsibility.
Oh, well, I guess I wanted to thank you.
Okay.
Thank me.
Yeah, you've done so much for me, Takumi.
Okay.
With the story of my past with Kurata and I.
It was no big deal.
It was a very big deal. To me, at least.
Okay, okay. I'm glad I can do that for you. I'm glad I can do this for someone I care about. Okay, okay, okay. Slowly, 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 gently ease into it.
Oh. Huh. I'm glad I could be of help then.
You're not a servant, Takumi, you are not a servant. I'm glad I could be of assistance, my lady. No! Stop! This hurts!
But I should be thanking you too.
Okay, okay, he's recovering.
Me? Did I do anything?
You did. You looked after me when I blew myself up and ended up in a coma.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, okay, that's okay, that's okay.
How did you know that?
Moko told me. I always meant to thank you, but so much happened and I never got around to it. Sorry.
Do you guys hear Takumi? He's like, I never got around to it, sorry. It's like, have some interest in your voice.
Don't apologize. I did it because I wanted to.
But I was really happy when I heard you looked after me like that.
Okay, okay, that's a good line.
Were you?
Oh, Takumi, she wants confirmation. This is the classic woman tactic. I feel like I'm doing like a nature documentary. This is the classic woman tactic. She moves closer and asks for confirmation. Now, will the male confirm?
Yeah.
Ooh, not the strongest response, but at the very least, a positive response nonetheless. Right here is the human's natural habitat, where they witness how to communicate. An awkward silence hit us again. Am I bad at making conversation? Oh no, I need something. Anything to talk about. Just talk about how you're really grateful for her and then slowly ease that into... Well, I was going to say asking her out, but you can't really ask her out when you're in functionally a prison. Would you like to go out to the leisure lounge? Oh no, I need to talk about something, anything! I was just about to panic and ask Nozomi which way she thinks dogs would wear pants. No, oh my god, Takumi! You're such a loser! But then she looked over at me and started to speak.
I hope I haven't misunderstood things, but... Takumi, you're always so kind to me.
Oh my, Nozomi is begging for confirmation. Why are you always so nice to me? She is begging. Takumi, please!
Why is that?
Takumi! She has laid the groundwork all there for you, please, Takumi! Nozomi seemed nervous as she asked, her face flushing slightly.
Why? Well...
Who are you trying to be so kind to, Takumi?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just say... Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Answer the question before she continues! Please! I know exactly what she's going to say next. Is it, like, are you kind to me, or are you just kind to all women? And when I say all women, she's going to replace the word all women with Karua. She's going to say, are you being kind to me, or are you being kind to me because I look like some other girl in your life? No, respond now, please.
Me? Or Karua?
No! It's over. It's over. You can't recover from that. Now she's doubting you. Hearing that name almost made my heart stop. Takumi is rage baiting us. This hurts. This hurts so bad. You know, as a proper, mature, and grown adult, as obviously seen from every single one of my streams, I'm the most mature person ever. I look back at when I was like, had a crush on some girl, and I was like, do you like, and I realize how silly that is, to be nervous in front of the person that you like. I know I probably just insulted a few of you, to be honest, but, you know, you realize that it's kind of silly. You know, I guess, you know, when you get older, when you're dating, it's less about, like, oh my god, maybe she likes me, and it's more about, like, so, what are your life prospects? So it's more like finding someone that you are genuinely compatible with. So, you can't believe I guessed that right, the me or Karua part. I couldn't bring myself to answer her question.
If you can't answer, that's fine.
Oh no, now she's giving him an escape route. She doesn't trust the relationship. So, you like jazz? Kinda.
But, well...
No, Takumi, please.
That is to say,
Please, Takumi. Most teenagers don't have that level of emotional maturity. Most 30-year-olds don't have that level of emotional maturity, so... Hands Takumi, the fumble didn't get award. The sound of fireworks felt awfully far off in the distance.
Takumi, I love...
No, she stopped!
Huh?
No! And now she's dead! You ruined it, Takumi! Takumi, literally all you had to do was say, I love you, and she would have been fine. But when in doubt, blame Ato. You got rejection symptoms? Blame Ato. She was about to say the L word. You're a loser. She collapsed right in front of me. The heart-clenching euphoria I had experienced just a few moments ago was gone.
Nozomi? Hey, Nozomi, what's wrong? Nozomi!
Hearing my shouts, sensing something wrong, everyone ran over. I was so sure that this moment was going to be the highlight of my life. That was going to be the highlight of your life. That, oh my God. But now the certainty had vanished with a fizzle of smoke, just like a firework. I know, it was a miracle that Nozomi dropped all those hints. Every single one. The classic female playbook. As you can see, first, she asks the question of why he is so nice to her. She asks for confirmation. Then again. And then again. Unfortunately, this male is too stupid to pick up on the signs. And so, she has to initiate herself. I called the girls over to carry Nozomi to her bed. I lost a penny the other day. Can you help me find it? Here, I'll just give you 1 penny. No, do you want to spend some time? No, it's fine. I'll just... The next day, I rounded up everyone in the cafeteria once again. I should really make a documentary about this. He is indeed in the shonen protagonist phase. I explained Nozomi's rejection symptoms. I told them Nozomi had gotten the power of cryptic globin through a different procedure. Use the emo voice. Wait. Yes, thank you. For me, wow, yes, thank you. As you can see, the female continues to ask for confirmation. However, the male is just too stupid. I also explained that there was a way to keep them in check. We have to get Nozomi to absorb hemoanima. If we do that, the rejection symptoms will settle down. Why can't we just feed her some of Ava's blood? Like in all the... in like... What was it? Which timeline was it? That was the Killing Game route, right? Yeah, in the Killing Game route, we feed her Ava's blood. And so, why can't we just do that in general? You can relate with Takumi. That was good. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, yes, I can absolutely see Takumi talking with the boys going, I'm telling you guys, she absolutely likes me. Absorb hemoanima.
Is that how you did it last time? On SummerSlam?
Huh?
Yeah, and it worked. So this time should do the trick too. Did she get rejection symptoms in Route Zero? Yes, she did. She did. And then we went to kill Vala Garzo. I remember we went to the base and we got Ox Cannon Man.
Then why are we wasting time when we could be helping her?
As long as Veshness is alive, we can't afford to lose any more team members. Seba, But can we, like, afford to wait for the next attack? This is the guy my boy loves. Boy, do you know how hard it is to be your wingman? Like, seriously, do you know how hard I had to set up the stage? You didn't even say anything, man! Come on! Facebook is totally slapping Takumi in the face. Yeah, those freaks have been strangely quiet. Yeah, they haven't attacked for a while, actually, you're right. We can't wait for invaders to attack. We need to attack first. And it just so happens, I happen to know one of their relay stations. How coincidental! Jump scare! Ha-ha! Aren't you being a bit hasty, Sumino? This isn't like your training camp. You won't be able to come back right away if we need you. Well, yeah, but, and that base is going to be crawling with invaders. Defeating a commander with a small team without the use of the Revive-O-Matic and with Kirifuji in less than stellar condition. Does that really sound feasible to you? Yeah, you just bring along Tsubasa.
Sirei's got a point.
Facebook and Eito in the back. He was like, come on, Takumi.
Sirei's got a point. He absolutely does not. You really are as dull-witted as you look.
Surfer Boy. That is true. Surfer has literally been able to, like, destroy Veshness in one hit every time.
What'd you just say? Please, everyone, don't fight.
Why not have Miss Kirifuji absorb my cryptoglobin? That would be the fastest and safest option. Ava, don't even joke about that. I mean, it actually is possible.
What, Ava? Don't even joke about that.
I am incapable of joking. Yeah, I mean, Facebook is waiting for Takumi to update his status from single to, like, it's complicated or something. I have presented the surest and lowest risk method. She's right. Her suggestion is the most realistic.
Two?
Does Shoma know French? I was just giving my opinion based on objective probability of success. Well, what do we do, team leader? I can't allow that. Ava's one of us. That's right, save Team Mom. I see. Sumino, you understand, right? Now is not the time to be taking unnecessary risks. You're capable of making calm, rational judgments as team leader, aren't you? I knew what Sirei was saying made sense. When I thought about it as leader, the answer was clear.
Who are you trying to be so kind to, Takumi?
Every night, I have flashbacks to that night and think about how hard I fumbled it.
Me? Or Kadoa?
Man, when Takumi is like 35 and he sees Nozomi with some other man with like 3 kids, he's gonna continue to kick himself at this one moment, man. But still, I wanted to help Nozomi. I'll go by myself. Huh? One of my friends is suffering. Honestly, Takumi could probably take him by himself. I can't just stand back and wait.
Very good, Takumi. Rise above your poor peasantry and show some grit.
Are you serious? You're usually more level-headed than this. Is this what you do for someone who's just a friend? Who is Kirifuji to you, Sumino? Who is Nozomi to me? I didn't have to deliberate. I already knew. I took a deep breath and started my explanation. She's an important friend, and beyond that, she's someone I cherish. Why couldn't I have expressed these feelings last night? Dang it, Takumi! Dang it, dang it, dang it!
Takumi. You can always fumble with me.
Such open and honest words! My heart's taken critical damage!
Let's do this. We can't leave Nozomi to suffer while she needs our help.
Takumi, just what you said had soul! I'm in!
Of course, I will be joining you too, because we're probably going to face Quinzel, and for some reason you can't do it without me. As my family says, actions are worth 1,000 words and money is worth 1,000,000. Also, true friendships are priceless.
Did they actually say that?
No, they don't include the friendship part. Sirei, sir, surely we can allow them to go. They care so deeply about Miss Kirifuji.
Do I really have to explain to you how this kind of leniency invites failure? Nigo.
I'm sorry, but still.
Fine, I suppose I have no other option. You'll let us do this? I didn't say that! This is a flagrant violation of my orders! But it seems pointless to try to stop you, so just make sure you're fully prepared. I will be entirely focused on defending the school. Sorry, and thank you. Then we'll prepare today and leave tomorrow. We should be able to make it to the base the day after. But you will be punished when you get back! I recorded your entire your entire interaction with Kirifuji yesterday. Wait. No. I'm going to play it for everyone when you get... No, please! Please, Sirei, no! No! Red lines show the true nature of them. That it shouldn't it be the exact opposite for Kurara? Okay. I told you just do whatever you want! I'm not taking a bunch of insubordinate soldiers! Hey! I'm out of here! Look at this cake.
Wait, Honorable Sirei, sir! I have cake too!
That's just Sirei giving us room in his own weird way. Well, leave this defending the school to us. Even in the darkest of nights must come to an end, so give it your all, friends!
What are you so cheery about?
This is so much better than having to sacrifice Ava, the one true love of my life, the baker. Thank you, everyone. Okay, Takamaru, Kurara, Moko. We'll meet up in the parking lot.
Hey, got it. I'll bring Nozomi to SummerSlam.
Okay, let's call it for the day.
Get yourselves in top condition before tomorrow. Don't you dare just sit in your rooms and play MMOs.
Who would even play MMOs? We left the cafeteria. Wow, I know, right? Team Mom is still alive. She's just not coming with us. All right, I need to get ready. All right, so we're going to be reading all the books in the library. All right, I'd like to think Takumi's gotten so bored of all of his friends that he's literally studying now. Ooh, are you guys ready for Professor Manakyn's math lesson? Calculation, probability theory, and fate, or analysis. Mathematical happiness theory? Well, I think I started this one already, so let's keep going on this one. I'm still in the middle of this book. Maybe I'll read to the end. Where's the math lesson? What the frick? Okay. You just had to do biology? Don't worry. No biology. This is math. Oh, it's Kako. Doing some reading, Kako? What book is that?
I was reading some true scary stories.
Oh,
It's a fascinating read full of stories from people who've had ghostly encounters.
As Takumi opens the book, he passes out. All right, chapter 1. The... Do you like scary stories, Kako?
It's not that. I just wish ghosts were actually real.
Real?
If they were real, I might be able to see my parents again.
Okay, now I'm depressed. I'm here for you, Kako. Here's a hug. It's okay. Kako seems pretty strong. Kako's a big, strong man. No thanks to Ima, but but she's been pretty tough. She's gotten through this. Ima, be a good brother and go hug her. Kako, Kako, my Kako senses were tingling. After spending some time, you understand Kako better. You saw that a mile away. Yeah, the moment she mentioned ghosts, I knew it had something to do with her parents or her family or something. But...
At ease, soldiers. It's time. You never know when the... Well, then.
Well, I spent time with Kako and got really depressed. In the meantime, I should sleep. We're gonna help Nozomi. And we're all gonna make it back. Feeling deeply determined, I fell asleep. Ima's always watching. Ima has Kako sense.
Okay, prepare. Be ready.
How's it going, Sams? It's time. I got out of bed. Ima does kind of win the most practical weapon award. Wings, I think, is definitely the most practical. All right, almost time to meet up to the parking lot.
You're late.
There's literally no one here.
How dare a poor like you just show up at any old time you want? Do you need to be reminded your place in society?
It's not even the actual meeting time yet.
No one is allowed to show up later than me. The Suzukis are on the very top of the food chain.
Yeah, okay. How was the summer camp? We had a lot of fun, and Eito has a crush on Moko, which I fully support. Even though she was running her mouth, I could tell by how early she'd gotten here that she was brimming with determination. After a short while, Takamaru was the next to show up. Yo.
No one is allowed to show up later than me. The Suzukis are at the very top of the food chain.
I heard you the first time. Shut the hell up. It's too early for this. I don't know, Takamaru. You know what they say. If you're on time, you're late. Anyway, Takumi. Huh? What are you trying to intimidate me for? Listen, man. I like what I'm seeing from you lately. But not that interaction with Nozomi. Sirei showed it to me. It was awful, man. We gotta get up your riz. But you did risk your life to save us. And you know what you're doing. And you're making a man making his own way in life. You've turned into a real man compared to when I saw you first here. I can see it in your eyes.
Keep up the good work, team leader.
Heck yeah. Up top. Ow, Takamaru, you didn't have to... This is still the same route. Yeah, he likes us this time. He slapped me on the back so hard I coughed a little. Wow, that's canon. This is unusual. You don't ever compliment me this directly. Think so? I'm just calling it like I see it. I guess that's how much he's accepted me. Oh, we're BFFs now. In that case, I'm happy to hear it. Until something goes horribly wrong and then he hates us.
Sorry, did we keep you waiting?
Sorry, we were watching SummerSlam.
Nozomi, are you feeling okay?
I'm well enough to walk at least. More importantly, I want to apologize. You're going through all this trouble for me. I'll do what I can.
Don't say that. We're all here because we want to help.
Yeah, I'm raring to go.
No.
If you're too negative,
Lady Dog will come for you this Monday at SummerSlam.
I see.
Thank you.
It's so long since the last fight, I'm losing my touch. I'm gonna crush these bastards. Hopefully it's not Quinzel, because I hate that guy.
Let's go pick ourselves a fight. I'm going to pummel them until the mere mention of the old Sasukis makes them piss themselves in terror.
How's it going, Star? Oh, hey, Brian. All right, let's go. Come on. All right, we infiltrate the enemy base. Then Nozomi will absorb the Hemo Anima. Ready?
You know it.
Well then. Probably Eito. Hey, hold up! That's Gaku.
Looks like I made it just in time.
Gaku, what are you doing?
What do you mean? We're going on a field trip to the enemy base, right? I'm coming with. Huh? You were the one who said we should listen to Sirei before. Hey, come on, man. He was technically right, wasn't he? But I don't want to abandon Nozomi like that. I'm not apologizing or anything, but let me help it.
This is very uncharacteristic for Gaku. What? Is he actually like a good person in this route or what?
I see, Gaku. You got guts after all.
You're more than welcome. In that case. Really? I mean, duh. You can thank me later.
Please let this be a normal field trip. With Takumi? No way!
Even a broken, worthless clock is right twice a day.
Thank you, Gaku.
Okay, let's do this again.
Huh?
Are we ready? Let's head for the enemy base.
Huh? You bet!
Hell yeah, let's burn some rubber. And then we'll drive there.
Even if the clock is a pour. Oh, sorry, hard P. Pour. You have to say it like you're spitting on them. That. You are a pour. You have to say it like you're pour. We left the driving to Takamaru. While occasionally attending to Nozomi, she hunched over in pain. We made our way towards the destination. This is good for his character. I don't know. I feel like, does he have like an ulterior motive, Gaku? Or is he just like, you know, he's just like, I want to help. Maybe he just wants to help. Who knows? After a long bus ride, we finally arrived at the enemy base. Depends. We'll see. I guess we'll see.
This base is bigger than I imagined. Feels far smaller than my room in the Osazuki mansion, though. Haha.
Yes, you are rich.
And you are poor.
Isn't that uncomfortably large?
Means we have all the room we need to go ape on these palooks.
Hold on. Doesn't something seem strange?
Now that you mention it, it's too quiet.
Give me one moment, so sorry about that.
It's too quiet since we're in enemy territory. I don't sense any invaders around at all.
That is weird. There were plenty of invaders last time when I was here in the past. We're not gonna figure anything out just by hanging out. Let's go there. Nozomi, you gonna be okay?
I'm doing okay right now. I'll be fine.
Alright, let's wreck 'em!
Shut your giant trap already, they'll hear you.
Both of you need to be quiet. We warily exited the bus. We were at a loss for words when we saw the state of the enemy base. Oh no. Oh no, it's happening again!
God damn, dude.
Oh no, oh no.
The gays have been released.
Oh yeah, Gaku, hands in your pockets. Do not touch anything weird. Do not keep a gay as a pet. Wow, that sentence is so wrong. The sight that awaited us there shocked us all. We were heaps upon heaps of invader corpses stacked on top of each other. Isn't this where Darumi and Gaku found the gays last time? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's really gross.
Oh, and that means Nozomi's not gonna have a commander to absorb.
They're all dead. Ain't nobody here left alive.
It doesn't look like sickness did it. All the bodies are beat up. Let's look around some more.
Can't keep us straight. God, that's awful. Why were they all dead last time? Apparently, we don't know for sure, but what we suspect is that there were some of the invaders got infected with the gays and ended up killing everyone else. Like, that's what we suspect, because usually when this happens, there's something to do with either zombies or serial killers, I think. Yeah. The first time we've ever seen this was during the zombie route. After that, we split up and searched around.
Damn, it's nothing but bodies as far as the eye can see.
Or British.
It's as if it's been abandoned.
The sprawling enemy base was silent, as if it no longer served any purpose.
No luck here. No luck here either. Not a single soul is here.
The bodies are all regular enemies, too. I don't see a trace of a commander.
What do you want us to do, Takumi? Look for some more?
Let's expand our search area just a little bit.
Hey!
Oh, that's why none of the commanders are attacking. Because they're getting wiped out right now. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because, what is it? One of them must have been mind controlled by a gay queen and then started murdering everyone else.
Time out. Can't we take a little rest first?
I'm completely beat.
I've walked all over the base and my feet hurt.
You were literally unstoppable during our training camp. I puzzled over why Moko was pulling the frail girl card when Kurara whispered in my ear. Oh, she's trying to help Nozomi.
You oblivious pig! Nozomi is obviously tired! Filthy... poor! This is why you have zero riz! This is why you couldn't confess your love! Sirei showed me the video!
I glanced over at Nozomi to see that she was taking heavy steps. Sorry, I didn't realize. Adamaki, please. I think Adamaki, we killed him already. I think.
This is why you'll die unloved and alone. Make sure to spend an hour each day thanking me for saving you from such a hideous embarrassment.
Honestly, Do you need Riz lessons from Kurara? She'll help you get a girl. Yeah, sure. We decided to find a spot to take a short rest. Ankle biter Kako. Kako dog running.
Ah, this is creepy. I know they're enemies, but I don't like this at all.
I was all fired up because I thought we'd be fighting. The hell's going on?
The nerve to do what they're usually...
The nerve to do this
when they're usually constantly coming after us. Where are those stupid commanders? Hey! Let's take it easy, Kurara. We can't get impatient.
Are we gonna get a gay Veshness? Have we... I don't think we've ever seen... Have we... We've never actually seen any of the commanders be infected. I think it's just assumed that one of them got infected and started murdering everyone. And everything.
What's this?
Moko plucked something off the ground. It was a palm-sized piece of machinery.
Huh. Hell's that? I've never seen it before.
Ugh. If it's on the ground here, it's probably some kind of alarm device. Like a surveillance camera or something. Huh. Takumi, any idea?
Wait a second. Have I seen that some... That is invader language. Hold on. Let me think. I'm not good with machines. But I can swear I've seen that mark before.
I feel like I've seen it before too. Theorizing isn't going...
Takumi and Nozomi have seen it before. Specifically those two. Takumi and Nozomi. What do they have in common? Well, they're both idiots. It's in a circle. I need to verify something when we get back.
If you want a machine to start, there's only one thing to do.
Wait. Oh.
Take this! The O Suzuki 45-degree angle chop!
Struck by Kurara, the machine fell to the ground. What are you... Oh, okay. She's actually legit. Okay, I take it back. Actual applause. It suddenly began to hum as it activated.
See, it's working now.
That was just coincidence.
Wait, everybody. I see something. Is this some sort of video recording device? How do you like that for intuition? That's how I avoid annoying customers at my jobs.
What a waste of talent.
Anyway, guys, let's watch the video. We might learn something.
I think it's playing, but it's completely black.
Sounds just white noise.
Sounds like screaming.
Did you hear something just now? Yeah, like a scream.
We all leaned in to look. The image suddenly grew closer.
The pain. It hurts. Why? Why would you do something so cruel? Freshness! Why?
What are you crying for? What's there to be sad about?
Do you know what I just thought of? In every single route where Veshness goes insane and starts absorbing people, is she gay? Is she a gay? In every single route where she goes insane and starts killing off the commanders one by one, is she infected by a gay? Or she just murdered all the battle pets? I know they call them the battle pets, right? Doomed Yuri. I don't know. Howdy says no, she's not. She literally says at the beginning, at the start, she killed them for more power. Yeah, but we're not on the spare Ato route. And also, what is it? Why did she kill why did she go off and kill her little pets, though? Oh, you're right. This is the spare Ato side. You're absolutely right. But why did she kill off her own pets, though? Also, love and peace, yes. Yeah, like, it makes sense that she kills the commanders for power. Why did she kill her own pets? Because the pets don't do anything for her. That's what makes me not fully believe it's just because she wants power. Maybe the pets were defending, possibly, but that's what makes me not entirely sure that it was just because she was that she isn't a gay. I don't know. It's not obvious. I don't think it's that. It's possible. We know that she wants power, but I think it's not as obvious. It could be that, you know, she got infected by the gay later in the timeline somewhere. Like, she could have been doing it for power, and we know that the gay takes on the personality of the person that they mind control, because they learn all their thoughts and stuff. So time to break out MS Paint and prove whether or not Veshtis is a gay. We might have to do that at some point. Anyway.
Smile. Rejoice. You are about to become part of me. Part of a god.
I don't understand. I'm not ready to die.
Anxious, are we? Relax. All the other commanders are already inside me.
Is what you saying gay coded? I mean, it's not clear, because we do know that the gays are really good at portraying their their host's personality. That's how Nozomi got away with it for so long from the other timeline.
This will allow you to live eternally with the rest of them as part of a deity. Such an honor, isn't it? Doesn't it make you tremble with delight?
You're an abomination! Curse you! I curse you! Even if you kill me, I'll haunt you forever! Someday the punishment of God will...
Silence!
Okay, there are a lot of questions, but the first question I have to I need to head back to school before I start analyzing the questions. We stood stunned for a while after watching the video. Was that Veshnis? But her own commanders.
She killed them. But why would she?
Immediately, a horrible feeling jolted through my mind.
No way. This is just a hypothesis, but...
What Nozomi said next was exactly what I was thinking.
Is she gay? I think she's going around killing the commanders. Not to try to beat us to the punch or anything, but to make all of their cryptoglobin her own.
You're kidding?
You can't be serious. Is Veshness that crazy of a bitch?
I think Nozomi's right. There was something really off about her after she left from the previous attack. And there was something really off about her when she left after the previous attack. There was something off about her. And it would explain why they haven't been any commanders leading attacks recently.
Because Veshness killed them all.
Exactly. There aren't any commanders left to attack us.
I see. It certainly adds up. Hold it! You seem pretty calm for this whole thing, but doesn't that mean we can't help Nozomi? We need cryptoglobin to heal her!
She was right. I couldn't say it, but she was right.
I can't believe we lost our one chance at a cure. Situation with Nozomi is bad enough, but if Veshness absorbed all the commanders, how strong is she now? She was already practically a monster. What chances do we have against her?
Everything felt hopeless, like it was one nightmare scenario after another. I was about to give some hollow encouragement about how nothing was for sure just yet when... Oh. We suddenly received a transmission.
Everyone, I finally got through to you.
Nigo! Perfect timing! We have something...
Not now, we're under attack. The school is in trouble.
Under attack? Don't tell me.
Yes! It's Veshness! She's here!
Wait a second. I have another way to check this. It's the tattoo. It's the tattoo. Moko! No, we gave her the tattoo. It's the tattoo. What does that mean? What does that imply? Nozomi and I, we have the tattoo. We know about the Eito! It's Eito! It's always Eito! Okay. This is what I believe happened. Eito created the tattoo so that he can frame Nozomi as an evil commander. Spider-Man, shocker. Eito could have planned this before he was brainwashed? No, but he couldn't have. Unless he came in contact with a commander inside the base. Because Eito, in this timeline, Eito never escaped from the base. He's been stuck inside that cage since the very beginning. Unlike the other routes where, like, he found a way out and then we recapture him. this time around, there's actually no way he could have planted this, which means Eito, unless I mean, it could be Nozomi or Takumi. Okay, don't get me wrong. Eito planted this. No, he's not trying to frame Nozomi. He's trying to frame me. Because I created the tattoo, which means the gift-o-matic is going to be logged in my name. So people are going to see that I am working with the commander. But then again, where did this video even come from? Could this be the work of zombie Eito? Oh man, okay. Takumi based the tattoo. Yes, yes. Okay. So the video thing is a videotape. I mean, it is a videotape. But how did Eito / me / Nozomi get this video? And also, how did Eito plant the image of that thing on the video device that was found over there in the base while I mean, he could have left at night. We know that. We know that's a possibility. We don't have tabs on him all the time. Love and peace. I was gonna say maybe he did it while we were at the summer camp, but the forest and the summer camp are in opposite directions. Or maybe he snuck in and contacted them. Maybe? No, I mean, it's possible during the training camp, but they're also different directions. This base is to the east, and the beach is to the west. So, I don't think it would be during the training camp. It's possible, but unlikely. But that also means there is a video, for some reason, of Veshness being capable of murdering everyone. Which means Veshness had a cameraman. I mean, I suppose it could have just been like a thing that she, that happened to fall down and record, but I don't know. And can you have a cameraman without, you know, mind controlling everyone around you? I don't know. Something about this makes me think that Veshness might be a gay right now. Anyway, someone made a really good suggestion. Let me see. Oh no, the log doesn't go back far enough for us to know what Veshness said last time she attacked. I don't remember it. Maybe it's like a hidden camera that fell down. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think maybe she asked one of the little yellow balls to like, okay, film my greatness. Yes, ma'am. Can't hold on much longer. Hurry back. Wait, even if we leave right now, we'll never... Please, you just have to come back once she's monstrously powerful. At this rate, the Honorable Sirei will have to deploy. Last resort, please. Well, let's go. We lost him!
Looks like you two are right on the mark.
Maybe a tripod, maybe a tripod.
This ain't funny, man.
Anyway, we gotta hurry back to the school. We gotta save him.
Hold on, what about Nozomi?
Well, I'm okay, Kurara. There's nothing we can do if there aren't commanders.
How can you say that?
We need to save everybody at the school, don't you get it?
You're right. Sorry, I lost my cool.
Don't be sorry. I appreciate your concern.
There was something awkward about Nozomi's smile as she spoke. She must have been forcing herself to say it was okay. I couldn't ignore her wishes. The idea I mentioned does make a little bit of sense. You mean the yellow ball filming, or you mean Veshness being a gay, or Takumi having 0 riz? Oh right, back to the bus. Let's go. The yellow ball thing. I mean, yeah, I realized the yellow ball thing because, you know, it's angled upwards. You lost your stylus? I hope you find it. Man, that sucks, especially I know you do art stuff. We boarded the school bus and made our return voyage. The bus was quiet. Sure, part of it was exhaustion, but the anxiety over the idea of what might be awaiting us kept us silent. We raced the school bus along at a furious pace. We managed to make it to the school before dawn. When we got there, everyone's faces looked completely devoid of hope. Dang, they've been fighting for a day! Wait. Who's dead? Oh, wait, Tsubasa's alive. Okay, that's good. We got Gaku, Kako. After we put Nozomi to rest, we gathered in the cafeteria to trade information. Shoma. Ava, no! Ava, no! After we put Nozomi in her room to rest, we gathered to the cafeteria to trade information.
Hey, where's Shoma and Ava? Are they in their rooms? And Sirei and Nigo and Facebook.
What happened to Facebook? It was destroyed by Twitter.
Okay,
I'll explain. Eight.
okay, I'll explain everything that happened from the beginning. You already know. Veshnis came and attacked the school.
Right. We got a transmission from Nigo and rushed back.
She was strong, like some kind of monster.
I knew it. Oh, Takumi, do you know something about how she got so strong? Yeah. I told everyone about the video we saw at the base.
Veshnis killed the commanders? Is she insane? She was cannibalizing.
No wonder she was so strong. I'm sorry we weren't here, but you managed to repel her anyway. How? Sirei deployed the school's last resort.
Last resort? What in the world? We should have used it on her from the start.
We couldn't do that. Yet, it was all the missiles that were supposed to fire on day 100. Oh, yeah, that's not so bad, honestly. Honestly, I don't care. From what I understand, most of the people on this planet don't really want war. It's mostly just Veshnis. What the hell? Why am I reacting this good?
But they were the ace up our sleeve for getting rid of the invaders.
Oh, well, I guess in this timeline, they don't realize. They still think they're on Earth in this timeline, so it kind of sucks for them.
And they wouldn't have been fully charged yet.
That's right! But even if we hadn't used them, we would have all been killed. Oh, but if we hadn't used them, we'd all be killed! So Sirei, As your commanding officer, I'm going to deploy the anti-invader annihilation missiles. I'd rather this than letting Veshnis destroy everything. Veshnis was strong enough that it took a nuke. I mean, yeah, kind of, but at the same time, I mean, every single time Undying Flame Surfer attacks, it's pretty much a nuke. And then the Undying Flame Bomb was also kind of a nuke. So she didn't just take a nuke. She took like 20. This is like the equivalent of like 30 different nukes. Is she alive?
Now my time to charge up with the Undying Flames. Soldiers, you evacuate to the defense room.
Wait, sir, let me go with you.
Yeah.
And then we all ran away. Like Moko said, they weren't done charging the Undying Flames. So we had to ask Facebook to concentrate all his power into one missile and forget the rest. Oh, so they really only fired one of them. So it is one nuke. In the meantime, we had to buy time for him to finish. Sirei and Nigo set out to do that. Ava decided to go with them. Ava. I am still brainwashed. Yay, I will kill people. Ava! No, you're too dummy thick to die! Honestly, I should have stopped them. I wanted to go I wanted to offer to go in her stead. But when the time was upon us, I was frightened. I let myself get overwhelmed and I couldn't say anything. I am wretched.
Kiyoshika.
And then we all took shelter in the defense room for a while. When suddenly, Mr. Ginzaki took off running. I can't let Ava go back by herself. I'm coming for the cake. It was so fast we couldn't stop him. Shoma outran you guys. That's some cake dedication. Too dummy thick to die. Too dummy thick to live. Ava, Shoma, Sirei, and Nigo all sacrificed themselves to buy us time. We managed to fire the missile and somehow stave off Veshness. But Facebook pushed himself so hard he passed out. And now the remaining missiles can't be launched due to a system error. To put it simply, we're living out our worst case scenario. I mean, I'm going to be honest. If you guys can just defeat Veshness, I literally do not think the missiles will be a problem, because we could just come down and repair the missiles and wait another 100 days. Literally, Veshness is the only problem. Like, Veshness is quite literally the only problem in every single timeline. Well, Ato's a problem sometimes, but that's a little bit beside the point. Sirei is dead. No genocide. Veshness is the only threat now. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, most timelines, Veshness is the only threat. Like, the only other time when Veshness is not a threat is when there are gays. Okay, let me think. Okay, the biggest threats are... First, it's Veshness. Then it's the gays, and then it's Ato, I think. Ato's definitely not as threatening as the gays, because we've seen zombie Ato, which is essentially gay Ato. A heavy silence hung over the cafeteria. The sacrifices of Shoma and Team Mom were kind of worth it. No amount of success is worth the sacrificing of Team Mom. How dare you? We swore we wouldn't sacrifice anyone else. And yet our friends easily slipped through our fingers. Ato Zero. Okay, Ato Zero was pretty crazy. Fair enough. How's it going, Arcade? We even lost our last resort. The thing that was supposed to be secure the victory for humanity. What were we supposed to do? I couldn't find an answer to that question. But still, I was their leader and I had to speak up. I had to encourage them. Zombie Ato is 2.5 on the threat list. I was about to open my mouth and find the words when...
Is that it for your status report? Then it's on to the real matter at hand.
Does that not count as important? What the frick? Hiruko's calm voice cut through the silence. Takumi, you betrayed the Special Defense Unit. Eito! What? I was temporarily stunned into silence by the unexpected accusation. Wait, I'm not sure what you're... Hiruko tossed something onto the desk in front of us, stopping me in my tracks.
What is this?
A small, flat object was on the desk in front of me. I was finger painting, and I thought I made a cool design. Yep, that's the design! It was the fake Commander tattoo sticker. Where did you get that? Why did he even print that out in the first place? Shouldn't he have... No, I remember wondering this. He was like, okay, I have the tattoo here. Just let me know if you want to use it. Shouldn't we verify whether we wanted to use it before we actually print it out? Ah! Why would she bring this up now? Why would she have it? I was so profoundly confused that I couldn't hide my shock. My, you seem rather flustered, Takumi. I knew it must have been you. You made this with the gift-o-matic, didn't you? Hiruko continued on as I stood speechless. Nobody else seems to know anything about this, so I knew it must have been you. Seems I was right on the money.
Huh? Hold up. That symbol.
It's the
Oh no! Takumi's brain is too smooth. He can't beat Eito and his 4 brain cells. Oh, so you're familiar with it. Good. That should speed things up. I asked Eito about it, and according to him, this is Peter's symbol. You're trusting Eito?! An invader symbol! What would Sir Takumi be doing with such a thing? Strange, isn't it? Now, just why would he make something like this behind our back? Ima, surely you must have some idea. You're very familiar with cheap tricks. I hate to admit it, but you are correct! It would seem to me that this is proof that Mr. Sumino double-crossed them! I put that in red so everyone knows it's serious! Maybe he, or Miss Kirifuji for that matter, put that symbol on and submitted to the commanders, begging them to spare their lives in exchange for acting as their spies. Bingo. I knew you'd piece it together. Wait, Quiet. I'm not done talking. This is why honesty is the best policy! Eito also told me he overheard you having a little conversation with Nozomi. Back then, I should have just told the truth right away. If that's the case, then I'm just as much at fault. You told me everything in the other timeline. I knew the truth and still chose not to speak up. You knew everything and chose not to speak up. You colluded with Nozomi and lied to us. You two were in on it together, huh? That would mean everything you told us about her past and identity was all lies. I knew the story of her infiltrating the SDU and the spur of the moment seemed fishy. Maybe she was always a traitor and managed to lure you into her web. With her feminine wiles and your lack of riz. Wait, no, you guys are crazy! Kurara. You're Nozomi's friend. You trust her, right? Just why did you push her so hard to make a... Just why did you push so hard to make a trip to the enemy base anyway, Mr. Sumino? Takumi literally said he would go himself. He literally said, I will go myself. Wasn't it you who insisted on taking a team to second to last Defense Academy? The enemy just so happened to show up right when our defenses are weakened, and Miss Amamiya got killed as a result. Oh, rest in peace, daughter me. This is exactly what happened that time, isn't it?
We're clearly jumping to conclusions here. Maybe it was just a coincidence.
And what if it wasn't?
And what if it was?
And what if it wasn't?
What do you mean?
Think about that crazy time travel story. Personally, I never imagined that Himo Anima could allow someone to cross through space-time. What if, in reality, Takumi never did such a thing? He literally predicted your futures, guys. Come on.
Are you saying that people can't time travel with the power of blood? All he did was find out when the attacks would happen from the invaders. That's much less realistic.
Precisely. Then he can act like he predicted enemy attacks. All he needed to do is claim halfway through that the future was starting to diverge. Oh. The yaoi is once again doomed.
No, I don't. He teamed up with Nozomi to trick us all, then manipulated our choices by lying about being a time traveler.
Yeah, that's true. Hiruko should know that time traveling is a thing. Unless this is Hiruko's very first timeline, which maybe is possible, because Hiruko had to start somewhere, right?
Not to mention the tattoo sticker was recorded in the Giftomatic's history.
Takumi, or maybe she doesn't remember. That's true, because she only every once in a while remembers time traveling.
I'll say this one more time.
But doesn't she have the parallel universe machine? She was like, oh, I can use this machine to send Kako wherever I want. So she at least knows about, like, multiple parallel... You know what? Nothing makes sense in this game. Zero things make sense in this game. Actually, to be fair, she probably only knows about the parallel universe machine if she remembers it from another timeline where she used the parallel universe machine, which to an extent is like circular logic, because you only know about the parallel universe machine because in another timeline you know about the parallel universe machine, but you only know about that parallel universe machine because you know about the parallel universe machine. So it's like, what the frick? That was so 3 timelines ago. This might be an early Hiruko. Yeah, this might be like Hiruko 6. Hiruko version 6, and not Hiruko version 28 or something.
Takumi, I'll say this one more time.
Oh, maybe she found out in one... No, I like the idea that time has circular logic.
You betrayed the Special Defense Unit. Why is the streamer laughing at something so serious?
Yeah, it could also just be a version that doesn't know anything.
Sir Takumi, it cannot be Kyoshika. Kyoshika, what do you trust me, right? Takumi, you didn't.
Hold on. Hiruko, all I did tell you was what I knew when you asked me. You didn't tell me you were planning to use... Eito is so good at lying. Remember what I said about a good lie? A good lie does not contain important details. It contains important details about unimportant things. You don't say, I saw Takumi print out a tattoo in a Giftomatic. You say, oh yeah, Takumi was using the Giftomatic before, and let them discover for themselves. okay? You don't say, I heard Takumi and Nozomi having a conversation about how they're going to betray the Special Defense Unit. They simply say, oh yeah, I saw Takumi and Nozomi talking one time. He said something about keeping secrets. That's all you need to do, right? Eito understands this. Eito seems to understand human psychology better than anyone. It's like, because he understands that people have ambiguous memory. They don't remember everything. They just remember one important thing and surround it by details that are less important. Eito gave Hideko the details, and Hideko came up with his theory. Yes, I absolutely believe that, because that are the inner workings of a good lie. It's ironic how he hates people. Maybe it's because he hates people that he understands them so well. It might not be that he hates people, it's silly because he hates people. I think it's specifically because he hates people that he's so good at lying. He's so good at understanding people, understanding how they think, and understanding how they work. Because he grew up reading about World War II or something like that. Like, I think like the only books he ever read were probably like books about war. And let's be real here. If you grew up with demon face syndrome, with whatever, I think whatever he's called is generally slang termed as demon face syndrome. I don't remember, there is an actual medical term, but if you grew up with demon face syndrome and all you ever read about were the wars of history, you'd probably start hating humans too. So it stems from the fact that the evil that people can do. Yeah, absolutely. See, like, I remember, like, he was saying, like, in the very first timeline, he said, like, I read about all the atrocities of the world. And so it's like, yeah, if the only piece of history you ever knew about humans was World War I, World War II, and I don't know, like the Korean slave trade, you would probably like hate humans as well. He saw what Junko did. Fair.
Is anything she said untrue, though?
Well, no, but we might be misunderstanding things. Love and peace. Definitely love and peace.
It seems too connected to be a misunderstanding to me.
Hold it, everyone. Let's calm down.
This was the worst case scenario. They weren't going to believe me no matter what I said. Damn it. How can I show them?
This is utter foolishness. I'm not going to stand here and listen to this. It's all...
Kurata's standing up for me. No, she's standing up for Nozomi. Let's be real.
Ugh. Doesn't it tick you off? They might have been freaking lying to you. Even though you fought and made up at a training camp. I trust Nozomi. Her tears were the furthest things from lies. Kurata, I had a crush on you, girl! You're acting like a poor! How dare you? Besides, the invaders are all monsters created by world death.
No, they're actually not. They're actually just normal people too.
What in the world would be the point of communicating with them?
Do you honestly believe that? There's no ignoring it now. All of the enigmatic things that the invaders have been doing and saying. Gaku, of all people, should be questioning this. Honestly, fair.
One day, I will take your weapon and consume it too.
Did she say that in this timeline? I think this was when she killed Darumi. It's the breakup arc.
With its power,
yeah.
I will usher in the age of a new god.
I'm sorry, my darling. I couldn't protect you. And here I made a vow to keep our family safe. I'm a liar and a fool.
I wish Darumi was here when we saw this, because we absolutely know Darumi would interrupt them and go,
Yeah, sucks to be you!
He'll be fine.
Monsters created by world death. Nonsense. They clearly have desires and wills of their own. They even have familial love.
You think they could have familial love? You think they're capable of feeling?
Huh?
Those things are more than just bloodthirsty monsters. Daughter me, how sad. Anyway, blub blub. So then, what are those things, huh?
The invaders are beings with advanced social skills and intelligence, and their own civilization, completely separate from our own.
How do you know this?
Putting it simply, they're aliens of some sort.
Prithee, did you say aliens?
Huh.
Putting it simply, yes. You can call them aliens or otherworldly species or visitors from the future, or whatever you want.
From the future?
The point is that this is some non-human species that attacked Earth. The humans were at a disadvantage and retreated.
We were sent to Earth and made to fight these invaders to reclaim the planet.
You know what I was thinking about? Totally weird thought. You guys know the movie Independence Day? It plays every July 4th, so you've probably seen it at one point. What is it? Independence Day, Will Smith, aliens come invade, and then they have to shoot down the aliens in order to prevent them from killing us all. I'm just thinking, would Independence Day have been filmed in today's day and age? Because I feel like we've become so, I'll say, we've become so nice of a people. You know what I mean? I feel like people nowadays are like this. They're all like Hiroko. They're like, we should accept them into our planet. And right now Takumi's like, lol, no, let's blow them up. Honestly, the Futurans' culture should be widely different. Yeah, it's crazy how similar it is, huh? They even have an idol, Turantami.
As human weapons of a sort.
So, we're basically tools of war! Hooray! War crimes! Hiroko is saying the Futurans are the alien. No, I mean, who's invading who aside, right? The point is we're battling for a planet, and I'm just thinking of the movie Independence Day, where essentially in the movie, they don't attempt to talk to the aliens or anything. It's just the first instinct is kill them all. So I'm just thinking about the contrast between, nowadays, where if, aliens invaded us, would our first response be, oh, let's try to talk to them and, learn from them, or would the first response be kill them all? And if Takumi was the first to realize this, it would certainly explain a few things. So to get out of the situation, Takumi colluded with the enemy and worked with them in secret. Does that sound about right? Oh. You must have a big brain in there. Who am I kidding? You don't have more than 3 brain cells.
Takumi, I can't believe how much I'm believing all this.
You've got it all wrong. You have to believe me. I tried my hardest to deny it, but the words rang unbelievably hollow.
Now that everything's gone to hell, we don't have any obligation to fight for humanity anymore.
Are we about to have a scrum debate? Ato! No! We should fight for humanity!
Wait!
Wait, Ato!
Then what about all of our friends who left their hopes with us when they died?
But we're out of missiles.
Tsubasa!
There's no way for us to win
wait.
against Veshness now.
Tsubasa!
We might be forced to turn over FB. That's what Veshness was after, right? His power?
This isn't how a scrub debate goes. We talk, and then you talk, and then we talk.
Huh? Are you out of your mind?
At least Tsubasa did talk.
I was suggesting it as a potential means of survival. No need to jump on me.
There's some things you just shouldn't say. He's our friend. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Do we just wait until we're all killed then?
Nobody said that.
It's extremely annoying for you to claim the moral high ground without offering any alternative suggestions. If you want to stroke your ego, do it on your own time.
Hey! You're way out of line!
You're complete scum!
Well, does anyone else have any ideas? I don't plan on going down with a bunch of people with no plan who refuse to think for themselves.
Everybody, calm down. We're not gonna get anywhere fighting like this.
The exchange of barbs and insults grew more and more intense. Everyone seemed ready to completely turn on one another when... Anyway, sorry. Sorry, I just needed to see what it sounded like with the scrub debate music. Takamaru, who's kept silent this whole time, kicked over a desk with full force.
Enough!
His voice was enough to make the pit of my stomach turn cold. It commanded immediate silence.
This is a waste of time. This bitching and moaning and arguing ain't gonna do shit! That's why the scrum debate minigame was so dumb! Even though it had a really cool soundtrack. Hey! Just do whatever you want.
Takamaru got out of his chair. Is it raining? Takamaru!
Takumi, I really thought I saw something in you. I had my fair share of fights before I got here, but I ain't see anybody with the guts you got. Thought you were a real man. What a fucking letdown.
That hurt so bad. Ow. Ow! With that, Takamaru left. Everyone got up from their chairs one after another, as if following his lead. Guys, wait! We can't let this tear us apart! Ato's fake and hollow pleas were futile. Ato!
This can't be happening.
Oh, boo-hoo, it can't be I'm gonna kill this. His despondent words echoed. Why is there rain playing in the background? We're in a cafeteria. And melted away into the sound of the rain that was pouring down in the middle of the cafeteria. I guess we have a save point. Who do I think is outside? The rain. I'm not sure. Who hasn't lost their brain cells yet? I mean, that's a loaded question. No one ever started with any brain cells. It's for the vibes. Oh, sorry guys, I'll stop DJing. Something brought me to Nozomi's room. Sorry, I meant who trusts Takumi. I mean, on our side of the scrum debate was Moko Kurara, which is surprising. Eito, in quotes, he was on our side. And Tsubasa. Did I say Moko? Moko. Even though everything was in complete chaos, I thought if Nozomi's symptoms had improved even a little, I might feel the faintest amount of hope. But she was doing worse than ever. She wasn't even conscious. Takumi, that's called sleeping. Just let her sleep. Of course. What did I expect? As if her rejection symptoms would just go away? I mean, it worked in the fish route. Unless she absorbed hemoanima, she wouldn't get better. Takamaru was neutral until the end. Yeah, and then I don't think he really was neutral. He's just really quick to make judgments. Takamaru just makes snap judgments, which is why, you know, he's constantly flipping sides constantly. I was alone in my room, struck by how helpless I felt when the bell rang. Lay off already. This is Kurara, because she's concerned about Nozomi, I think. Fed up with the incessant rings, I opened the door. Eito! Takumi! Something big is happening! Eito, what's wrong? Some of the members are trying to leave the school. I mean, I guess they don't have any obvious reason to fight anymore. It's like the mission's already over. What? According to Eito, Hiruko, Takamaru, Imo, Kako, Kiyoshika, and Yugamu were attempting to leave. Yugamu? With the Yao? Kiyoshika? But you're BFFs with Kurara and Nozomi. No. I understand Hiruko. Secession? They're trying to secede. Looks like we gotta start a war. Yeah, they've already lost, so there's no point for them to continue fighting. Wait, Gaku's on our side? That's actually surprising. I'm gonna be honest, that is surprising. I was colluding with the enemy because they had no intention of fighting Veshness. They all had their reasons, but it was clear that their minds were made up. I'll try and convince them. If I can just explain things properly, they might come around. You know, the one thing I want to do is, when we finally fight Veshness in this route, I want to see if she has battle pets. Because if she has battle pets with her, then that suggests she's not a gay. And then we can just chalk up her killing all the other battle pets to irrational behavior. Because let's be real here, she's not the most rational person. So I think a lot of things we don't understand might be justifiable simply because Veshness is irrational. I'll try to convince them. If I can just explain things properly, they might come around. I appreciate the thought, but I don't think it's a good idea. If you go, it may very well have the opposite effect. Things may only get worse. You understand, right? Yeah. As disappointing as it was,
Eito was right. There was nothing love and peace could do. Don't make that face. Allow me to suggest an alternative. I'm thinking of going with that. He's gonna kill them all. Oh no. Say no, Takumi. Say no.
Huh?
Takamaru's just upset that we're not a real man. I'm trying. You're gonna leave the school too?
Yes, that's what I came to tell you. I might not be able to stop them right away, but with some time, I might be able to persuade them. Our bond of friendship is unbreakable, right? I'll do whatever I can for love and peace. That could be a huge help, Eito. I'm sorry for all the trouble.
That's not very love and peace, Eito.
Hey, come on. Instead of apologizing, just thank me for all the love and peace I bring. I'll handle this. You do what you need to do.
You're right. Thanks, Eito. Love and peace be with you.
I'm ready. Love and peace be with you.
You've been a huge help since everything went down, Eito. Does that mean you believe me?
Are you crazy? Of course I believe you. We're comrades, friends even.
Yep, we are friends, Eito.
Love and peace forever.
Love and peace forever. Eito grinned and left my room. Totally. How does Takumi trust him? Because he has 0 brain cells. Hate and war. Okay, now's not the time for sulking. Tomorrow, I apologize. Then we take next steps. I am going to be honest, Takumi, I personally have a belief. You should never apologize for something that you didn't do wrong. Like, you should not apologize if somebody says like, oh, you never helped me with anything, and you do help them with things, you shouldn't apologize for that. Because all that does is it validates the behavior that got you in that situation in the first place. So yeah. So yeah, I honestly don't think Takumi should apologize because he didn't do anything wrong. The manipulation is super deep. Eito is trying to appeal to Takumi. I mean, Eito is very trustworthy. What do you think the traitors' plan is? I mean, they're probably just running to second to last defense academy. Wasn't there like another timeline where some people wanted to leave to second to last defense? I can imagine they're just gonna go there and like wait out the war. Maybe make contact with other bakers. I need to look further into Nozomi's rejection symptoms. Maybe I'll head to the library. Takumi, you know you can't read.
Be ready to.
Dang, he didn't make it to day 69 this time either. I think this is the first time where Sirei has died and it's not our fault. Is that true? Is that true? Yes, it's actually true. Not counting Gay, because Gay is us as well, to an extent. Morning already. I was holed up in the library. Sirei died in Route 0 from Eito. Yeah, but that is, in theory, us. Us is in Special Defense Unit. Yeah, I don't know who put together this army, but they did a terrible job. I still haven't found a way to cure the rejection symptoms, but I need to talk to everyone first. I dragged my heavy body out of bed and headed to the cafeteria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly Nozomi, which is 6. Yeah, it's only 5 plus 1. Morning, guys.
Oh, Takumi, morning. I'm always here for you. Can I go into your room and talk about how much I care about?
This is not the pheromone Rutsuba. Oh.
Well, maybe next time.
Hey! Good morning. What are you having for breakfast? Maybe you should have taken the pheromones. I'm having
Burners!
I think I'll pass. Everyone greeted me with the same enthusiasm as always. They were trying to be considerate of my feelings.
Huh?
So I wanted to discuss with you guys something.
Yeah, what is it? You surprised to see me here?
Honestly, yeah.
It's not like I trust you. I just didn't want to leave because it's too much of a drag.
First of all, thank you for staying here at this school. And secondly, I'm sorry. It's all my fault for things ending up this way. Kurara, come on. Beat his ass. Beat his ass, come on.
Everything about you is so irritating.
Kurara? Well, the happy music is playing, but I think you're about to insult me.
Yeah, she's right. I mean, it was all pretty sus, but still, everyone knows blue is the most sus. Doesn't feel right to brand you as a traitor because of it, I guess.
I know Kyoshika left. Like, she loves Kurara and Nozomi. It's actually so shocking that she did.
I'm only here for Nozomi. I don't need your apologies. Poor. Brooding isn't going to solve anything for us now, is it?
Hey!
But
Sabra! Tomato Girl's right, bro! What's up? You thought I was dead? Not!
Facebook! You started working again. Now I can log in.
Thank goodness, you seem better.
Sorry for worrying you. And if you're worried about something and you need it to get off your chest, try BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapy is it contains a collection of don't get BetterHelp. It's bad.
Facebook looked around the empty cafeteria.
Looks like things didn't go too well. Sucks to be you.
Thanks, Facebook. I told Facebook what happened. About Nozomi, about the tattoo, about the special defense unit and how it's falling apart.
I see. I understand, but let me say something. You're not the only one responsible for this. I'm also a source for the conflict. Besides, Kurara said it best. We're all here for our own reasons. You're here for Nozomi. You're here for Nozomi. You're here for Takumi. Man, no one's here for me. Okay, I'm leaving.
Exactly. Launching right into this tragic protagonist act is a bad habit.
Yeah. Besides, now's not the time for pessimism, right?
Huh?
You guys. Thank you. You're exactly right. We have a mountain of problems we need to solve. And besides, as long as we have Tsubasa, we'll win anything anyway.
Right. Optimism suits you, Takumi. Then let's deal with one of our problems. Nozomi's rejection symptoms.
Huh?
I know how to cure them. That's why I came.
Wait, what?
Can you really help Nozomi?
Yes, Sabra. I'm almost certain.
But how? Got some kind of crazy wonder drug?
What we need to do is actually quite simple. Sabra. We transfer my hemoanima to Nozomi.
Can you do that?
Transfer your hemoanima?
Is that even possible?
Sabra! I believe the basic principle is the same as absorbing cryptoglobin from a commander.
I mean, they did that with Ava, and she didn't die, so that works.
Facebook, get your plot of land in Scotland and get the title of a landowner and a title of aristocracy today.
I remember when that was still going around. You get the title of lord or something.
Hold on. If that's the same, then that means...
Sabra, it's likely that oh, bummer. Sabra, it's likely that I'll die.
No way.
You can't do that. Are you insane? Tsubasa's right. I don't want to lose anyone else.
Thanks. I had a feeling you'd say that. But like, hear me out, okay? I was too reckless when we launched that missile. I wasn't able to skillfully wield my power. And like, I won't be any use in your fight with Veshness.
It doesn't matter.
Besides, I was never gonna live beyond day 100 anyway.
That is true. He is destined to die at the end, which is really, really sad. His entire purpose in life was being a weapon and then you die. Dang.
Everything I've gotten to experience so far has felt like a miracle, honestly.
Remember the killing game? Okay, all except one, or like 2 out of 100 endings. He's destined to die. He's like Electrode. Yeah, kinda. Better than being a tool like Takumi and then dying. Kinda. I mean, they're kind of in the similar boat. Let's be real here. But that doesn't mean...
Think about it calmly and rationally, Takumi. There are no commanders left. Nozomi can't afford to wait a moment longer. This is likely our only option. Please. I don't want to die with any regrets. All of you changed my life. I want to leave something with you.
Leave something. But...
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Snap. Yeah, the way I see it is he's deciding how he wants to die, which I think in and of itself is a big step up from him essentially just being a tool.
You can't. Man, how are we supposed to agree to something as crazy as this? Man, I really want to make a Facebook joke, but I'm not gonna.
I know I'm forcing a difficult decision on all of you, but I think this is the best possible use of my life.
You know, being able to decide what you do with your life is actually one of the scariest things, I would say. And, you know, I think when people decide for themselves a big decision, you know, it always feels like a big moment, like especially in like anime and like dramatic shonen anime, kind of like this route. They are able to when you're able to make a decision for yourself, that's always a big moment because making decisions is scary. I would say that. Like, making decisions is really, really scary. So I just kind of try to think of it from that perspective. The fact that our boy here can make a decision and make a decision specifically about death is like from essentially nothing. That's tough. That's really tough. And, you know, part of it seems to be, you know, how grateful he is to have friends, and even in the first place, even have the opportunity to make a decision like this. Anyway. Tool isn't applying. Oh, no, I understand.
This is my final ask of everyone. Takumi, you can decide if you want to go through with it.
I say we do it. Yeah, but Takumi has had to decide one after another who he wants to sacrifice. I mean, in this timeline, originally was only Darumi, but then he had to decide he wanted to go to the other, to help Nozomi, and as a result, Shoma and Eva were sacrificed. Nigo and Sirei, I'm not sure they count, but yeah, and Tsubasa is never gonna be with Facebook. I have to sacrifice someone to survive again. I would have run away from this choice if I thought I could, but I knew that wasn't an option. I came back from the future because I didn't want to lose anyone. It was my fault everything was falling. It's not really your fault, Takumi. Would I accept FB's request? It's kind of fun route in calling him FB, since we know his given name eventually is Shion. I'd do it. I'll do it.
Okay. We'll go along with your plan.
Takumi, are you being serious?
I know this is tough, Takumi. But trust in Facebook, okay?
Hey, Takumi.
I don't want to have to do this, but it's what Facebook wants. It's functionally his dying wish. Yeah, don't deny it from him.
Takumi. You don't think you'll regret this later?
I don't. This is my choice and my responsibility. Don't live in fear, Takumi.
I see. Then I have nothing to say. Isn't this kind of a huge burden to have to shoulder, man?
I'm surprised to hear you say anything so considerate. What the frick? What happened to you, Gaku?
Rude! I actually, do worry about you, you know?
Sorry for putting you in such a painful situation. And, thanks, bruh, for taking my wishes into account.
It's Facebook's last friend request. Oh, accept his friend request.
Huh? Let's not delay.
Hold on. I have one request to make too.
A request?
Just for today, spend some time hanging out with everyone. Do everything you want until you're satisfied, okay?
Sure. I already got to level 70 in World of Warcraft. There's really not much else I want to do.
Oh. You don't want to go surf?
I already surfed enough. Okay, maybe I'll go for one last raid on,
frick, what? I don't know anything about World of Warcraft. On Garrosh. Takumi. And you can tell me if you still feel the same tomorrow, okay?
Takumi, are you... All right. I love you, man!
Relieved that Facebook accepted my friend request, I stood up from my seat. I'm gonna go look after Nozomi. We're not sure what might happen, so we need to keep an eye on her. I'll be with her all day, so you can all enjoy your time with Facebook.
Understood. I'm gonna play Farmville. Don't do anything freakish.
Don't be crazy.
Thank you, Takumi.
Oh. Tomasa, spend some time with Facebook today. I left the cafeteria and gathered my things. Whatever Facebook's final decision ended up being, I'll accept it. Everyone here are the honorary goats, not traitors. I mean, I'm not going to say I can't blame them, but I'm going to say I find it difficult to blame them. Because we know they're being hyper manipulated. I wonder if we'll die before day 69.
Get ready for yours. Prepare. Be ready to give your...
I woke up from my snooze beside Nozomi's bed after I felt a familiar presence.
Oh, I woke you up.
It's fine, I just dozed off. I stretched hard, all of my joints popping. Oh. 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 Did you talk to everyone?
Sabra. Yeah, thanks to all the time with them you gave me. I don't really have any regrets. Actually, I do have one regret. Like, Tsubasa's kind of cute, right?
Okay, let's... Yes, she is, Facebook. Yes, she is.
Yeah. I don't have any regrets now.
Well, that means...
Yeah. I haven't changed my mind. I'll give my power, my hemoanima, and my whole life to Nozomi.
Alright. I wasn't in a place to say anything about his choice. I simply accepted his answer. If only Facebook had the chance to confess. Yeah. I think Facebook has way more riz than Takumi. A literal baby has more riz than Takumi.
It's a little late to be asking, but is it really possible to transfer hemoanima?
Yes. Hemoanima, cryptoglobin, is no doubt a far more erratic power than we could ever imagine. The Special Defense Unit's class weapons and armor are all completely different depending on the wielder. And there are commanders that can change into monstrous forms.
I wonder if someday we'll be able to change to monsters.
This power is essentially omnipotent, capable of transforming in any possible way depending on your mindset. It doesn't just kill enemies. It's capable of saving lives, too.
I'm just gonna comment, that is such a shonen line. Frick. I'm not gonna use this power to kill. I'm gonna use this power to save the people I love. God dang it, Facebook. Facebook's body was enveloped with a flare of light. It wasn't the usual undying flames. It was warmer, gentler brilliance that wrapped itself around everything.
Takumi, 60 days.
Huh?
I'm not sure how many days it's been for you after you traveled through time, but I've counted 60 days since we met. That was my whole life. The ocean, the fireworks, all of it. I'll never forget.
Facebook's words broke the dam, holding back all of the emotions I'd been hiding.
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize.
I wasn't able to make the right choice. I worried and agonized over it, but I couldn't save everybody. I didn't even come close. And now, I have to lose you too.
You know, I heard something from, I don't even remember where, but it's something that really stuck with me. Never apologize when you can appreciate. So instead of saying something like, I'm sorry I'm late, it's more impactful if you say, thanks for waiting for me. And so that's something I live by. Because you shouldn't, you know, if you say sorry, it means you've taken away the other person's agency. They chose to be there for you. They chose to help you. So instead of saying sorry, say thank you. So that's just one thing I've learned. And that's the one thing that Takumi seems to never live by, because he always says sorry.
No. I'm certain this was the right choice. You want to know what I'm thinking right now? I'm so glad I was born. It can't be the wrong decision if I'm able to feel like this in my last moments. So don't look so sad. You can save everyone. All of you can survive. Do it for me.
Okay. I promise.
Facebook smiled with satisfaction at my response.
Then this is it, Takumi. Thank you for giving me something to live for.
Facebook. Oh.
Thank you for being my friend.
When I opened my eyes, Facebook was gone. The only proof that he was ever really there was the warm light now enveloping Nozomi, and the piece of paper that read, "Don't forget to subscribe to Facebook Premium for only $9.95 a month." And that's the story of how people moved to TikTok. Thank you, Facebook. Imbued with Facebook's hemoanima, Nozomi recovered quickly. She was conscious again by nighttime. I walked her through everything that had happened. Rest well, Facebook. I mean, I feel like today Facebook is dying too.
The SDU? No.
Nozomi squeezed her arm tightly as if to chastise herself.
And Facebook sacrificed himself? This is all my fault.
That's not true. If anyone's responsible, it's me. It was my call. This means Nozomi is super... That is true. Nozomi is, like, super-powered, but does that actually mean anything? I mean, Nozomi can't really use hemoanima. So I don't know. Well, we'll see.
But...
And Facebook said something. He was glad that he was born. And he couldn't be the wrong... It couldn't be the wrong choice if it let him feel that way. And Facebook Premium is on sale for $5 a month for the first 3 months. Those were his last words. He didn't sacrifice himself. He trusted you with something important. So what we need to do now is forget about feeling sorry and live our lives so we don't betray his gift. So we don't betray his choice. Am I wrong?
Well, no. But Takumi, you're crying.
No, I'm not. I'm a big, strong man.
No, it's okay. I understand how you feel. Sorry, I was acting selfish. Yes, you're a big, strong man.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be condescending.
What do you mean? I've never seen you speak with such conviction.
I should just stick with what I know, I guess.
No, you sounded a lot like a leader. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go head back to my room for the day. You're still getting better, so rest easy for now.
I will. I can tell I'm healing. I think I'll be back to normal by tomorrow.
I see. Good, I'm relieved. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
I left Nozomi and looked up into the night sky. The massive satellite hung in the air, completely indifferent and unchanged, despite everything that had happened. Everyone was up there, praying for our mission to be a success. Maybe they already knew we had no hope of winning, and had long since abandoned us. But none of that means anything. Turning my back on the dim light of the man-made moon in the sky, I returned to my room. The housing orb. Okay, howdy. I'll check when we get to the next free time.
Be ready to.
Thank you, Sirei. Everyone's happy. Look at this. This is the happy music. Yay! As soon as I woke up, I hurried to the cafeteria.
Everyone, sorry I made you worry.
You look great! Your skin is glowing!
I'm so glad you're okay.
Hey, this feels like the first good news we've had in ages. I don't know why I'm here, but hey, good guy Gaku, right?
Everyone was smiling for the first time in days, but now is probably the best time to talk to them.
Huh?
Everyone, can I have a minute? There's something I want to tell you.
Why are you trying to be a leader all of a sudden?
Weren't you just maskless and crying your eyes out?
What's that got to do with anything? You're such a little man in every way.
What do you mean every way? No, hold on. That's not what I want to talk about.
But I miss this kind of atmosphere of Kurara blatantly insulting the man I love. I mean, I didn't say that.
Same. It's been so tense lately. I'm about to explode from the stress.
Wanna wrestle this Monday at SummerSlam?
Get away from me!
Okay, everyone, calm down. It's Takumi's turn. Takumi, you have the talking ball.
Thank you, Miss Kawana. Oh, that's really funny.
What am I, our homeroom teacher?
I tried to take control of the conversation again. I wanted to talk about our next steps. Because she's acting like a teacher. The vibe suddenly turned serious. Veshnis's goal was to get the powers of the baby. If you have not been here for like 30 hours of context, this would be like, and this is your first exposure to this game, this line. Veshness's goal was to get the powers of the baby. Facebook's power.
Right. Although I doubt I'll be able to wield it very well. I can still feel Facebook's power lying dormant inside of me.
That means Veshness is going to target Nozomi. He switched from Facebook to Twitter. I have no intention of offering her up and begging for mercy. I'm going to fight Veshness, and I'm going to win. No context 100 line. But I can't force all of you to join me. In all honesty, this fight is as good as lost. I don't have hope. In some sense, I think everybody who left the school had the right idea. So I would like you to make your choice. Retreat for your survival, or return to the battlefield to die. I feel like this is such a terrible speech. It's like, man, our morale was already at rock bottom, and Takumi took a shovel and started digging. It's like, God, Takumi, how much less Riz can you have? How's it going, Cloud? That's true, he never got to use the baby jar. Everyone was silent. It made sense considering how self-serving my request was. I puzzled over how they could continue this discussion. Then, Takumi's basically calling everyone who stays stupid. I know, right? Kurara and Moko each let out a sigh and lumbered towards me. And then it finally happened.
Hell yeah! Guess what time it is? It's Monday night, and this is SummerSlam!
Moko and Kurara high five. Oh, they did use the baby jar for the beach. Fair enough. What are you doing?
Duh! Thinking about losing is loser behavior! You don't want to be a loser, do you?
Takumi!
Stop trying to look cool, you dickless virgin.
Oh my god! Dickless!
Did you really think I would just abandon Nozomi like that? That pisses me off.
Literally saves his. Never suggested a lady would turn tail in front of the enemy. Do you want to find out the hard way why everyone was so afraid of Moko? The apocalyptic many of destruction!
Huh? Guys, that's right. Not a single one of us was thinking about running off and leaving you two behind. Right? Gaku?
Huh? Me too. I mean, yeah! Me too! Cause good guy Gaku, hell yeah! For the record, I was totally on board the whole time anyway.
You guys, except Gaku.
Everyone was so immediately on board, it made my anxiety seem ridiculous. However, my throat was caved in and I couldn't breathe.
Veshna seems to think she's got it all figured out, but I'll put her in her place. I'll have her barking at my command. I swear it on the Suzuki name.
I know, Gaku actually is somewhat decent this time, you know?
I'll shove my head so far up her ass, her back teeth look like...
Moko!
No matter how many times I hear her say that, it just doesn't seem physically possible. Can you try it on Takumi? Okay, sure, Takumi Bendo. No! No, God!
I'll use Himo and make it possible.
It's freaking scary, yo!
You guys are really the best. Wait. Moko, get your hands away from me!
Stop being such a wuss. Nobody likes a man who's considerate. Ladies love a bit of assertiveness now and then.
Ladies, you heard it here first. Women don't like men who care about your feelings. You heard it here first. Moko's words, not mine.
Come on, team leader, do it! Please, Takumi?
All right. I took a quick breath.
Everybody, this fight is no longer about the survival of humanity. It's about something much closer to our hearts. It's about fighting for the friends we have right here. Join me. Let's defeat Veshnes together.
There's nothing left to think about. We're gonna win. That CG is very cute. It's a team of 4 girls and then Gaku. I mean, to be fair, we really only need Tsubasa. Power of friendship. Now that we were determined, I went back to my room. Some time had passed. Veshnes could show up at any minute. In fact, it wouldn't be long. I could sense it. This is our last day to prepare. I need to do everything I can. Wait, no, we always gotta save Tsubasa for last. What am I doing? What are you doing?
Well, if it isn't Takumi. I'm practicing the finishing hold I'm gonna use on Veshnes.
You're gonna use wrestling moves on her? She's been using wrestling moves this entire time. Which, if you think about it, is terrible for kind of war because there's lots of different enemies and wrestling is designed to, like, you know, grapple one person. But you know what? Moko makes it work.
Do you go around asking if water is wet?
The answer is yes, by the way. Anyone who doesn't think so is going to die.
This Monday at SummerSlam. Pro wrestling's my whole life.
Nothing ever compromises your passion, huh?
But I really do wish this was all just wrestling. I could show up as the Grave Taker and revive my dead friends and at the end cut into an epic promo where I vowed for a rematch. Also, don't forget to drink Gatorade. Gatorade, because I'm worth it. Wait, that's L'Oreal. Look, I have 2 different promos, okay? And in the end, we'd be all happy.
Moko.
No. I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm just hormonal. I got all mushy. Anyway, let's focus on beating Veshnes.
Same here. After when this war is behind us, will you invite us to one of your matches? We'll all cheer for you.
Sounds good! You sure you don't want to debut with me as a tag team?
Oh, hell yeah! Come on!
I always thought you'd be super popular with a baby face like that.
Please, no.
Commas keep tripping me up. Yes, it turns out grammar is important. The classic case of let's eat grandma and let's eat grandma.
Oh, if it isn't Takumi, you look as brain dead as ever.
And you're as rude as ever. What are you doing?
Can't you tell I'm making curry? That's literally all I ever do.
Huh? I know that, but why?
I guess I just wanted to treat you pores to something refined. My cuisine-defining Suzuki curry will fill you with energy, whether you want to or not.
I'm surprised to hear you do something so thoughtful.
Those who stand at the apex have the duty to inspire those beneath them.
I see. You've changed so much, Kurara.
Normally I'd yell at you for speaking out of turn, but you might actually be right. So much has happened since we've gotten here. I'm grateful to you, even though you're a poor. Thank you.
What was that, Kurara?
Thank you.
Hey, Kurara, I didn't hear you.
I'm not repeating it again!
Are you feeling okay?
What? That's your response? You dare balk after the incredible Kurara Suzuki deigns to thank a pitiful little nobody poor like you? I've had it. I'll never be thankful to anyone again as long as I live. Imbecile, no curry for pores.
I'm sorry.
Normally teasing me would warrant lethal punishment, but I'll let you off easy. In exchange, you have to win this, even if it means crawling on your hands and knees. If you survive, the least you can do is arrange for you a position cleaning toilets at the Suzuki mansion.
How much does that pay? Because honestly, if you guys are as rich as you say you are, yeah, I'm just saying, could you like maybe give me a little bit of a starting bonus? It would be my honor. I'll make sure we win this, Kurara.
Your words mean less than dirt! Suzukis always prosper. Also, please come to the cafeteria tonight for dinner.
Indeed.
Got it. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm acting like Gaku. Look. It's important to think about financial security. What do you want me to say? It's too bad it's only these 5 with unique dialogues, but...
Hey, you need something?
No, not really. Just wanted to talk.
How creepy, man.
It's not that bad. How many toilets in one mansion and how many times a day? I mean, if you cleaned your toilet, I don't know, like twice a week, it's probably the cleanest toilet in existence. Let's be real. It's not that bad, is it?
I bet you thought I'd leave, didn't you?
Honestly, yeah. The school, no.
Come on, you don't need to pretend otherwise. Actually, I did think about it.
Wait, really?
Obviously, what do I stand to gain from fighting that monster? I was supposed to have it easy. I was supposed to become a hero and get paid and get girls and money and girls and money and girls with money and money with girls and money and girls holding money and money holding the girls holding money and I was gonna give my siblings a little allowance.
Okay, he has a heart. I take it back.
And then I was gonna live life on easy mode with the girls and the money.
So why'd you stay?
Because Veshnis is a girl! I don't freaking know, man. Seriously, I got the short end of the stick in life. But I was packing up all my stuff to ditch you, and... I don't know why, but... I thought about all the stupid conversations we had about love and sleepovers and stuff. The beach and the fireworks and all of that. Just ended up staying, that's it.
If you say so. Thanks, Gaku.
Shut it, I didn't stay for you. Actually, you freaking owe me after you hearing how brave and loyal I am. You better say it's all thanks to me when we have a party beating the invaders. Or else.
Okay, yeah.
Then it's a done deal.
Can't go back now. We gotta do whatever it takes to defeat that Veshness.
We've got this.
If you paid $500 an hour, sure, he'd clean your man. Freaking hell yeah! Boy, if you paid me $500 an hour to clean toilets, although I would like to negotiate a 40-hour work week, okay? Because that's just standard. But hell freaking yes! Like, if you pay me $500 for 1 hour of work, that might not be worth it, actually. If it requires me to, like, go freelance. If I can work a separate job and then just clean toilets for an hour for $500, I'd totally do that. Like, all I have to do is work for 1 hour, get $500, absolutely. But if it's like, no, I have to be freelance now and I have to do, like, business and advertising for toilet cleaning, then probably not. And yeah, Gaku had actually quite a bit of character development this time around. Is anyone creating the poison? I think we're just relying on friendship and magic. Yeah, Gaku's more loyal than Takamaru. It's kind of crazy.
Takumi, thanks for everything. We must make it back alive together.
Nozomi doesn't have any dialogue. She's just like, yay, I'm alive, you're alive, we'll both be alive, yay. I know, right? The love interest. He thinks about money, but he thinks about how he can give that money to his siblings. Yeah, Gaku's is wholesome when he wants to be. Heyo, Takumi. This is why Tsubasa is best girl. Because she says things like heyo. Hey, what are you up to?
I'm just inspecting the machines. The battle has to be coming up soon.
You know, we really owe you one for taking care of all this.
Oh, come on. I'm doing it just because I like machinery.
Still, thanks for everything.
I should be the one saying thanks. You're the one who got us these last moments with Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook and I talked about all kinds of things on his last day, you know. He told me about everything he wanted to see and learn. But I'll do all of that in his place when the war's over. And then I'll let him know what it's like when I see him in heaven someday. How does that sound?
I like it. I really like it.
Really? Yay!
Hey! Maybe I can even make a device to communicate with heaven. Then we can video chat.
Yo, what's up? This is Ghost Facebook.
Let me borrow it when it's ready. I have so much I want to talk to him about.
Yo, have you met my son? Twitter and TikTok?
Yeah, Twitter's okay, but TikTok is... He's kind of gone insane, man.
Oh no, my son's gone insane.
You got it. Pinky promise.
Pinky promise. Yeah, Tsubasa carries everyone. I'm going to be honest. Okay. Ladies, if you want to win a man's heart, say things like heyo or hey hey. Didn't one of the characters say hey hey? There was a Danganronpa character that said hey hey. Gamer girl, of course, a freaking course, gamer girl. Right, just it's these little subtle things that helps you win guys' hearts. It's not like major big things. It's almost always like a one little thing. Right? That's all guys care about. I know all you ladies can want to make sure you get the complete package, but all the guys out there, they're like, she says, hey, yo, she's the one. Be like Tsubasa. Ibuki always said hello. Right, she would always go, hello! I remember that. Wait, my god, Sirei is my... Oh my god! If he's Facebook, then Sirei is my... God damn it. Tomboys can get it. Are they... I don't know if necessarily tomboys use kind of these types of things more often. But yeah, it's like subtle things that make you stand out. That's how you win a guy. You don't stand out in a big way, you stand out in a small way. Subtle things win guys' hearts. I will say that. Can we get very nice head pats? Only if you win Takamaru's heart. So you gotta practice that subtlety. Anyway, it's time for Professor Manakyn's math lesson. Yeah, the optional dialogue was nice. Thank you for pointing that out. The social media family lore. Yeah, good. All right. Good nom nom nami. No, but she also said hello, like one. That was another one of her lines. See, good nom nom nomming only works in the cafeteria. I'll try reading this book today. Probability Theory and Fate. Wait, Probability Theory and Fate. Colon. Calculus. No, real analysis and its applications into neurophysics. I don't know. Explain ratios. Well, you see, if there's a big thing and a small thing, the big thing is bigger than the small thing. In the world of pure physics, events dictated only by probability theory are deterministic. Even if you make the right decision, no matter how hard you work. If the gods make a bad roll of the dice, everything will be for nothing. Man, this is a really morbid interpretation of probability. The world is not fair. Most things are beyond the control of human will. However, there is no reason to throw it all away. If you remain undaunted by cruel fate and never give up, surely you will be blessed with the greatest roll of all one day. The dice-rolling gods only smile at those who fight against unreasonable dice roll. This is the weirdest interpretation of probability I have heard in my life. So, don't let our unreasonable fate win, huh? I guess I just gotta keep trying all those 100 routes. I'm sure if I do another 10 pull, I'll get the 5-star. I definitely won't lose the 50-50 this time. Okay, lucky. Or never lucky. Relevant to our gacha conversation. Takumi just made me remember something random. Something random in a library book in the mystery timeline, and how he pulled Archimedes' principle. That's true. He randomly had a brain blast. He randomly has like a brain in the mystery timeline, and then he loses it. Do I have a particular ending that holds true ending status? Well, my favorite ending is the Veshtis ending, when Takumi and Veshtis end up in the forest together. That's actually my favorite ending. Anyway, I'll read this, and he didn't read it. After dinner, having thoroughly enjoyed Kurata's curry that we now know that she was actually making, I staggered to the roof. Nozomi was there too. Takumi, guys never get a second chance. Do not squander this, okay? Takumi, listen to me. Listen to me, Takumi.
Oh, Takumi. Fancy meeting you here. What are you up to?
Huh?
I just didn't feel like going to my room. What are you doing here?
Well, I was looking at the sky.
The sky?
Yeah. I was just thinking about everything that happened as I stared up at the sky. That was a really loud sigh. We've been through a lot.
You said it.
All the more so for you. You came back from the future after all.
Yeah. The idea it'll all be over with this next battle is...
Scary?
Honestly, yeah. I don't even care that I might die. It's just... What if I can't protect you after all you've trusted me and stood by my side? That's what scares me.
I see. I suppose just telling you things will be alright isn't going to do the trick. Well then, let me cast a good luck spell on you.
Lava, lava, chew! I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I have maid cafes on my mind. Angel, is that a cat cafe? A good luck spell?
Yeah. When I was little.
Love, love, love. Or in English, love, love.
When I was little, my mom would do this for me when I would cry from being lonely or anxious. Give me your hand.
Like this? Hand in hand? Ooh.
Yeah. Now put our palms together and squeeze tight while saying, love, love, chu. It's okay. It's all right. Ready?
Love, love, chew. It's okay. It's all... Yeah, Nozomi's the only one putting in work, man. No, here's the thing. I know Takumi's trying. He just sucks so bad at it. I know Scandal is holding hands. Ooh, that's kind of 18 plus this video game, man.
Do you feel a little lighter?
Yeah, I really do. Sorry you had to see me like that. Thanks, Nozomi.
No problem. I'm gonna add my own little twist to the end of the spell.
Okay,
Now it's perfect.
Oh!
Nozomi, what do you even see in this man? He is standing there like a bumbling idiot. How is Rizless Takumi have so much Riz? How? How is it possible? How? Oh my god, Takumi, please. 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 Nozomi did a talking to a kindergartner pose. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like, I see you like a little brother at this point.
Alright, see you. I'm going to get going.
Just hold her, give her a hug, or maybe return a kiss. Come on, come on. She gave you a green light. Go. Green means go. Come on.
Let's win this last fight no matter what, okay? Good night.
You got it.
How? How is Takumi so Rizless and yet everyone loves him? How? How did you get the girl, Takumi? The world works in mysterious ways. Takumi, someone up there in heaven really likes you. Sabra, I got you, bro! Hell yeah, Takumi! You the man, bro! Thanks, Facebook. Give him a crown. He's the king of fumbling. His hair is oh man, somewhere out there in heaven, Facebook is cheering him on. Hey, see that Rizless dude right there? That's my boy!
No way.
You never will then.
Time already, huh? I thought about Ato. You know, I'm not thinking about the fact that the girl I'm in love with just kissed me or anything. No, I'm thinking about Ato. You know, that explains a lot of why he has no Riz. The main interest? Well, you see, I'm not sure if the main interest actually loves him, because the main interest really seems to be Ato. After being kissed. Ah, yes, Ato, of course. If he didn't manage to convince them before the fight with Veshness. Actually, maybe that's for the best. As long as they got away safely, that's enough for me. Check under the bed. Well, we've done everything. All we have to do now is fight Veshness. We had to defeat her. I spent a long night revisiting my memories of the life in the academy. Just like I sensed yesterday. It seems like This route is going to end before day 69. Will we be able to defeat Veshnis? Will Takumi ever stop fumbling? Find out next time. Dyslexia got away. Will Takumi ever get... Will Takumi just ever get any... Well, I just said Riz. Do you know what? That's really funny. Because that means you've typed Rizless enough times in this stream where autocorrect corrected Riz to Rizless. Hey, you know, dyslexia lives in the root in the calamity roots. Now that I think about it, with the ghost, because he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, ghost? Oh, never mind, I'm out of here." Will Ato betray his friend? Find out. Facebook is in heaven palling around with Vine. Yo, freaking Vine, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. This was such a crazy route. It's such a silly route, really. Honestly, this is kind of a comedy route with the exception of the one everyone breaking up, which I'm going to be honest, that is kind of comedic too. Boom sound. Boom. This route, yeah, you know, it's interesting to see Facebook actually have a life. How many names has he had so far? He's had FB, or Fireboy, which is Facebook. He's had Shion. I mean, Undying Flame Boy is kind of his unknown name. Like, I have no idea who this person is Undying Flame Boy. Are those the 3 names we know so far? Maybe he gets another name at some point. I don't know. Ghost Boy. That's true. Some of them people just call him Ghost Boy. Undying Flame Server. Well, that's just a me thing. Shion is his main name in the credits. Oh, that's interesting. Which means they probably had to like cross it out in the credits where you don't get him. Excuse me. No, the credits are always a spoiler. I see. Well, I mean, I guess you wouldn't know who Shion is. I mean, unless you specifically can identify the voice actor or something like that. But I don't know nothing about the lore, so I don't know what's going on. It's just what's Manakyn 100. Honestly, there is no lore. The lore is that nothing makes sense and everything is messed up. It's always Undying Flame Boy, parentheses. Okay, so that's kind of a spoiler. Yeah, Sam, so like you came in like pretty far into the game. So you're probably like, wait, Facebook. Wait. Yeah, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense in this game. Don't worry about it. We're just here to watch Takumi fumble the ball over and over again. Oh, man. Ugh. Veshnis coming for the baby. You never figured out if Moko actually ever said something? No, SummerSlam. Moko has never actually used the term SummerSlam. SummerSlam is a WWE event. You just accepted it. Lures that Ima is a fancy boy and Kako is too nice for her own good, and Yukamu is a freaky frog, and Takumi is a dumbass, and Hideko is reasonable, and Gaku is a money lawyer. Yep. Moko is officially SummerSlam, is the SummerSlam main event. It's always canon. Thanks so much for coming, Kyolo. Yeah, oh man, I gotta figure out what I want for dinner. Takumi is Charlie Brown and Eito is holding the football. Oh god. I noticed, AV, that your profile picture is a Charlie Brown character, so that's very fitting. Tsubasa is OP. Tsubasa carries everyone. Tsubasa is like the ultimate, like, she's too OP. Which is my favorite SDU member in this route, with the exception of Tsubasa. I love how we always have to say except Tsubasa, just because she's so much better. Let's see. Who is my favorite SDU member in general? Like, just in general? I mean, I would actually say I'm tied between Tsubasa and Kako. Those are my two favorite characters. And believe it or not, I really like Eito. Not Eito, sorry. Ima. I really like Ima. Yeah, Franklin. Yes. Like, I really like Ima. Like, I really like his character. Even though he's sometimes, like, a pushy and kind of a creep to his sister. But it's like, overall, I think some people won't be able to see that as comedic. But, you know, I see Ima kind of... I kind of understand what he's trying to do and where he comes from. So like I do like actually really like his character, because it's very much a false persona, like an over-the-top false persona, which I really appreciate how he has that false over-the-top persona as the youngest member of the crew. Yeah, most characters that you understand, most people just despise because of the social norms people have. Yeah, I think Ima is one of those characters that if you look at him at surface level, you will despise him, and then you just kind of don't want to look deeper. Like, I think Kokichi might have been one of them. I know now, many years after V3 came out, people like Kokichi now. But, you know, when he came out, I know some people liked him because he was a gremlin, but, there were a lot of people who were turned off by his character, and as a result, they never really looked any further into it. He's just like, I don't want to spend time with that character. I always feel like there's like, that happens. Do you know who's another character like that? For example, from My Hero Academy, Mineta, the little pervy dude with the purple balls on his head. I feel like there are a lot of characters that because they're surface level unlikable, people just end up disliking them for the social reason, as you said, Snap. Ima is a smartass and he's funny. Yeah, he is kind of a smartass. That's actually one of the reasons why I like him. Because at that age, you kind of are. You kind of are a smartass at that age. Let's be real here. I was kind of a smartass in like 8th grade as well. I was watching my stream from Saturday when he turned on Japanese voices. Thank you, sir! Thank you, sir! I love Ima's voice lines. Like his repeatable voice lines. Yes! Thank you! Maybe I should make that my notification sound or something. Somebody suggested I put some dono sounds from 100 Line. That could be one of them. Yes! Thank you! That's a great idea. Eva thanks us for donating. Oh god. Oh my god. It's funny how many dysfunctional characters there are in Japanese games and anime. And then I also see Snap says people forget Ima. Yeah, Ima is essentially a parent and a child at the same time. And yeah, AV, that it's not actually. I know what you mean by saying like it's funny that there's so many dysfunctional characters. It's actually flip that around, and then I think you have the right answer. It's because that behavior isn't tolerated in Japanese society that they all end up in comics and they all end up in fiction. Because if you can't express yourself in one way, you end up expressing yourself in another way. And that's why some of these characters are so popular. Because, you know, a lot of the dysfunctional ways that people in comics and manga and anime represent themselves are kind of dysfunctionalities of people, right? All people have different quirks about their personality. Do not use this as an excuse to diagnose yourself with a mental disorder. But all people have some sort of like social difficulties in their life. And when it's so ironed out, this is like the very first thing you learn in psychology. When you suppress a human trait, it explodes out. So I'll give you a basic example. So boys are more prone to violence than girls. I know, that's crazy, right? Who would have thought that? Okay, boys are more prone to violence than girls. So some people saw this and they said, oh, look at that. Boys are more violent than girls. So why don't we try to make the boys less violent like the girls? Right? And so they did I don't remember what type of experiment it was, but essentially they had a teaching program that tried to teach the boys to be more civilized, don't get into fights. And what happened in their life is they actually became more violent. They were higher on the violence than average. So that's kind of what happens. When you repress something, it explodes. Because, well, I mean, that should be fairly obvious. If anyone with basic common sense who has lived a basic life understands this, right? I'm going to use a kind of a crude example. If you need to pee, you can't just hold it in and make it go away. You need to pee. It's the same idea. So a little bit of violence and physical aggression is actually good for a lot of guys because it teaches them how to control and maintain that. Whereas if you try to just make them non-violent, it ends up doing the opposite effect and making them incredibly violent. And that's kind of the same thing you're seeing in the Japanese fiction. When you are constantly forcing people to fit a norm, people need to find any other way to express themselves. Which is why so many of these characters are popular. Characters like Mineta, who are like pervy little teenagers. And reminder, he is a teenager, right? So he acts that way because he's a teenager. I mean, when I was a teenager, I was kind of dysfunctional as well. Let's be real here. And, you know, there's a lot of, and then there's a lot of like, you know, for example, what's a really popular character? Death Note. Light Yagami, right? And some people really like his character. And one of the reasons is because in Japan, it's really difficult to criticize things. It's really difficult to criticize society. And so suddenly, now there's a character, Light Yagami, who's just murdering all the terrible people. And, you know, a lot of people can relate to that because they feel like, I can't say anything about the world, but in this fictional book, I can see this guy who understands how I feel, and that explodes outwards. So it's that type of thing here. Because the fear of being seen as a failure. I mean, there's lots of different reasons for it. It could be the fear of being seen as a failure. It could just be, you know, there's an expectation of normalcy in Japan, which is a really good and a really bad thing. For example, crime rates in Japan, really low, right? But suicide is really high. So it's like, what do you want? It turns out you can't have both. Yeah, but, you know, that's just kind of how you can look at this type of thing. You know, like when everyone, it turns out, when everyone thinks the same and acts the same, crime is generally going to be much lower. However, you know, you look at Japan, right? It's mostly Japanese. It's like probably over 95% Japanese. I'm going to verify that. Percentage of Japanese in Japan. Approximately 98. 98, this is according to Google AI, but according to Google AI, approximately 98% of Japan's population identifies as ethnic Japanese. And, you know, as a result, you know, it's easy for them to demand normalcy. You must act like this, you must think like this, you must speak like this, right? And as you can imagine, that is a very repressive type of attitude, and that's going to make people feel repressed and force them to do things in other ways. Then you have, in the United States, right? The United States is very, very heterogeneous. Is that the right word? Well, there's a lot of different cultures, a lot of different people, a lot of different styles of thinking. And to a large extent, the United States is designed that way. But as a result, our crime rates are a lot higher than Japan. And our political infighting, our group tendencies and groupthink were also going to be much higher, right? And we're constantly at war about which ideology is the best, which culture is the best, which society, which religion is the best. That America's always doing that. And, you know, as a result, people are considered more free, right? You can argue that because of the structure of the government and so on. I don't want to get too into this unless we want to go into like a government philosophy type of conversation. But because of a lot of things, right? People have a lot more freedom in the United States. But as a result, you know, we have more crime. And also, since we're talking about fiction, our fiction really isn't all that strong, if you think about it, right? You think about the number of stories that, you know, Japan, the anime has. But like you look at the current day stories right now, it's a lot of it is kind of average. You look at there's a lot of bad writing, there's a lot of one-note characters. It's because people don't really have the repression of trying to express that type of thing. And so they don't really have the emotional necessity to explode media hours. Don't get me wrong, there is some good media, but compared to like the wild and craziness of Japan, you won't see that in American media. American media is much more sanitized for that reason. I learned a lot of human psychology in my life, and I have learned to empathize with people that have wronged me many times. I accidentally left my tab and just got a notification that Assassination Classroom is getting... Those two things are not related. Okay, thank you, Professor Kidd. Actually, so I think that's great. I learned a lot about psychology and learned to empathize with people that have wronged me. That's a really important thing, because there's something called destructive empathy, which is essentially empathy when it has no consequence for you, or empathy where it has no relation to you, right? So it's like, it's easy to feel bad for a criminal if you're not the one being robbed, you know? But if someone's robbing you, it's a lot more difficult to feel bad for that said criminal, right? It's easy to, it's like, I mean, I think that's basic common sense. I'm not going to justify it with evidence or anything right now, but yeah, I think it's basic common sense, right? If some guy is breaking into your car, it's, you know, it's difficult to empathize for them, but if somebody's breaking into some other person's car, you have some people who'll say like, oh, well, he's probably just needs a car and he's struggling in life or something like that. But generally you won't hear that when you're being you're empathizing with the person who's wronging you, which I think leads to something really important. There are a lot of people who say they're empathetic, in quotes. And that's because a lot of it is empathy where they have no relation to them. My definition of empathy is whether or not you can empathize with someone you dislike. or someone that is bad, right? And so I always say to people as kind of the most extreme example, right? The most extreme example for me is, do you feel empathy for Hitler? Right, and that's a little... What are we talking about? Wow, you came in at the perfect time. I just brought up Hitler, Celestial. Yeah, so my completely extreme example is always, can you feel empathy for Hitler? Because Hitler, like, there is not a single... Okay, there may be like a few, but like almost everyone in the world will agree that Hitler was terrible. Peak Manakyn out of context. Almost everyone in the world will agree that Hitler is terrible. The question is, can you still feel bad for him while also acknowledging what he did was wrong? To me, that is empathy. Empathy exists separate from action. That's what I believe. So if a criminal breaks into your car and you are capable of saying, well, his life sucks, I think he should still go to jail. I do not appreciate he stole from my car, but at the very least, I can have an understanding that his life sucks and it's going to be very difficult for him, right? Do I feel empathy for Hitler? I hear as I join. Hell yeah! Welcome to the channel. But that is what I believe the ideal of empathy should be. It's not empathy for people you like. Because if you feel empathy for people you like or you relate to, that's easy. It's really easy to feel empathy for a crying child. It's really hard to feel empathy for a murderer. But, you know, I think this is what, so the justice system is something that attempts, or the American justice system, I'll say. I'm not going to talk about Japanese justice system, but the American justice system attempts to have empathy for criminals. Now, too much empathy for criminals is also a bad thing, but we're not going to get into that right now. But, the American justice system believes even if you're a criminal, you still have the right to a fair trial, right? So that's the type of thing. If you breathe, you're guilty in Japan. Yeah, but that's the idea, right? So I always encourage people who talk about empathy is like, can you feel empathy for a person you do not like? And Snap, you said like you learn to feel empathy for people who are who wronged you, and I think that's a good thing. I'm not saying you should forgive them. I'm not saying you should allow them to do these bad things, but at least understanding, right? I think understanding is important, because if you don't understand why a crime happens, you can't stop it the next time, right? That's why, once again, my most extreme example, empathy for Hitler. If you can't understand why Hitler did the things that he did, then you can't stop Hitler the next time. You'll just go to an extreme and say, oh, I don't like this politician, therefore he must be Hitler, because he likes, he drinks a Coca-Cola, and once Hitler also drank a Coca-Cola, therefore they're evil. It's like, no, well, you don't really understand why Hitler did the things he did. So it's important to empathize with him, even if you don't agree with what he did. Anyway, that's just my spiel on empathy. But yeah, also Assassination Classroom's getting a movie apparently. Doesn't it already have a movie? I thought it had a live action movie at some point. Most people have misinformation for people they see as bad when in reality they're just different opinions. Yeah. And, that's kind of, I don't want to use, I've been saying the word empathy a bit too much, so I don't really want to keep repeating it, but yeah, that's the idea, right? They don't understand why they think the things they do, right? Today I learned your dad is Hitler. Wait, your dad also drinks Coke? Oh my god. Oh my god. You had a Coca-Cola today? Oh no, Celestial, no, what are you doing? Yeah, but when it comes to differing opinions and stuff like that, you can It's really easy to understand why people have different opinions if you just take a very quick glimpse at their life. I looked at the trailer and the movies, basically like things they couldn't show. Wait, and the movies, basically like things they couldn't show in. They couldn't show in the show as a movie. Oh, I see. I see. So it's like one of the arcs that they didn't put into the thing. I mean, that's always nice to that they at least try to complete the series. I don't know much about Assassination Classroom, to be honest. Is it violent? It's a show called Assassination Classroom. No, it's a very calm and peaceful show. It's one of the most it's one of the most family-friendly, peaceful, loving shows out there. It talks about a young boy and how he goes to school. Honestly, it is a peaceful show most of the time. Teach all the students in Assassination Classroom about empathy. Now, when you're killing this man, try to understand why he doesn't want to die. The anime is literally about killing their teacher, but they learn to love the teacher. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, but isn't the teacher going to destroy the universe if they don't kill him or something like that? You once watched an anime called Love Flops, thinking it was a psychological horror. Someone lied to me, and I believe... What is Love Flops? Okay, I'm going to Google image this. Good luck. Love Flops. This does not look like a psychological horror. Okay, let's read the plot summary. One day before going to school, Asahi Kashiwagi watches a fortune-telling program on television. Every prediction turns out to be true when he encounters 5 girls along the way, with each one eventually giving him a love confession. Asahi now has to find a way to deal with this unexpected situation. Oh yeah, that's a horror. Oh yeah. Now that's horror. Actually, that is horror. If you guys remember the Valentine's Day incident in Persona 5, that is horror! Do you know what the worst part was? I wasn't even cheating. I went out with my boys on Valentine's Day. I didn't even cheat, and they still beat me. You heard about it so many times, it feels like you were actually there. Oh my god. Anyway, it is time for me to get going because I need to eat and then I need to sleep. But thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I always love spending time with you guys. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If you have any quests for me, I will see you all